So, how much do you remember about what happened last time?
A lot.
Because
I've got really big hands.
Okay,
I
so
paid to feed the people and Crash ate it all.
Yeah, we all met in a pub.
I lost my pig buns in the sea.
you lost your piglins in the sea.
We all met in the pub. Koresh got recruited by Goraz. We decided to go to the Lighthouse.
Because of
Fought
rumours. Sea beasties.
Sea beasties. We fought some things made from water on the beach on the way to the Lighthouse.
Mostly you got
Crassus
cracks on
did
your
some
arse.
recruiting.
Yeah,
Glad to hear that Pellis has gone forth and probably recruited at least 5 ships worth of crew by now. And he's apparently the first mate. It's great. I love hearing all the stories secondhand about what Pellis has been doing from other people.
It's not just Pellis, the other guy.
Is he going at it too?
Yeah.
Pellis' nemesis, the three-fingered.
Don't listen to Pellis.
One-legged.
Yeah.
One leg, one arm,
That's the
only
one.
3 fingers,
Part of an ear.
one eye, and part of
It's a
an
good eye
ear.
though.
And no taste.
It's lost my sense of taste.
So we fought the elementals on the beach. The beach got covered with water. We made it to the lighthouse. We heard some people in the lighthouse.
They wouldn't let us in
More
at first.
specifically, you heard some people doing some dodgy shit in the lighthouse.
Yeah. So we kicked the door in. Had a big fight and killed them eventually. Somebody went up to the top of the lighthouse. Talked to the lighthouse keeper. He explained what was going on downstairs, and then we started moving the bodies into the storeroom.
And that-
Specifically, I was dragging the bodies into the stockroom.
Okay.
In a weird way.
No, I was just dragging the bodies into the stockroom.
Is there a non-weird way to drag bodies into a
I
stockroom?
feel like there's not a non-weird way to say that you're dragging bodies.
If he hangs them up on
His name's not
S-hooks and
personal.
starts salting them, it is maybe a little bit weird. But
didn't do anything wrong. He killed 2 followers of what the hell, and it's fine. But no, everybody doesn't like it. Silith kills guards in front of people, guards that are doing their job. But everyone's like,
Yeah, exactly, I did it in front of people. It's fine.
When no one's looking trouble.
I know. Needs not be said. I anticipated that was the case. Right, I'm going to need some props for tonight, so just fish those out. Nothing bad.
Excuse
so
me.
Don't worry.
nothing bad.
the fact
And then we
you've-
were just about to start talking about what we needed to do, didn't we?
the fact you've still got that cupboard door open.
What was that? Do we get the housekeeper's name?
That's what I'm just looking up
You
now.
did get his
Yeah.
name. Yes.
I can't remember, but my character can remember.
Yeah, I completely
I remember the mask, I can't remember. I've had many sessions.
Yeah, you did.
I need to do some writing up of the notes, and it's all over the place.
I know I befriended him with some food because he was scared shitless.
I've got the shouts to the keeper. We have dispatched the creatures downstairs. Randall follows. The creatures surged up from the lower level. So yeah, he told us what they'd done.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember any of us asking him what his name was at all.
Well, if you don't remember, and then we will just proceed like he's told you, and then you immediately forgot, like I do with most of my customers.
Baron.
Baron?
The one creature shouts at Koresh, the other snips at Crassus and Bria, then he shouts Baron. So I don't think that's the keeper's name.
That might be enough for
Sure, I've
Crap
seen
person.
Eldani.
3 times. I've seen Charlotte 3 times
Yeah.
since
I've seen
taken
him
her.
many more.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
She did my bits today. She's like, oh,
Hello? What?
She
you
like,
need to tell her
oh,
face?
she told her, oh no tangos today.
Yeah, we all talk in the back room.
He's known as the Tango Fiend.
Yeah.
Well, it was Charlotte was the instigator this morning of me going out to get the tangos.
So the lobster people are
Doing it
fishermen, which came across Varu after clearing an area of lobsters, and Varu cursed them. Promised them to turn them back if he kept giving them enough souls. They've all got amulets with seashells on.
The customer service line when speaking to Varu is awful.
So we did not get to keep his name.
Yeah,
If
if
we
you're
did,
the
I
asshole
said
who wants to
I've
speak to the
written
manager
down-
straight away.
I honestly don't think we are.
Karen.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. If you phone up a customer service line, you're out like a dick, then.
I tried to give him a sword. I don't want that one.
What do you think's going on? You think Varu's in a call centre?
Yeah.
Hello, Varu. Oh, it's you. Put my on mute. It's that guy again.
Play pre-recorded message 7.
Read from the script. So you wish to merge him Varu?
He's got like 7 old Arnie there, each on a different like blower.
All you've got to do is got to go down to the shop. You've got to buy a £300 Google gift card. That's all you need to do. Catch him off. So I'll talk you through what you need to do. So don't stay. Just stay on the line with me. Stay on the line.
But don't tell the people in the store what you're doing.
Wow. So this time, all you got to do is just kill people and give them to me. That's what you got to do. But it's not that easy. I did that and people didn't like it. They were bad people. I mean,
I'm just doing it, you muppet.
I'm just, yeah, you got caught and no one cared.
He wasn't trying to hide it though.
No
That's
one is
sense of
that.
it.
No one is that nice.
False. You got caught and everyone cared.
Yeah. No, I mean, Silith has previously killed a guard in front of everybody. No,
But that was a different group of somebodies there.
yeah, I know.
The
I
murder
feel like I'm
squad,
with the
but
wrong
it's
group.
okay, was it?
I told Dylan
I need to put a session request up for all the dodgy mofos.
Off you go.
So,
In the street.
Till took offence to it.
Yeah, Till
Can I-
popped the fucking
yeah,
room
so
fire.
Session request. How do you request?
In the
Can
middle of the street.
Every sketchy person want to come to this one?
it's been tried
It's
before.
exactly what you've requested people to help you set up a place which will help the destitute. That will just attract the people who are helpers.
Carefully phrases the thing. Spartan once put up a thing saying, looking for the people to do something. No paladins. No paladins, please. And I think the paladins were going, what's he up to?
The paladins would just go along to investigate.
Yeah. All right. So here you are. Elriel dragging the bodies into the storeroom, get them out of the way. That poor one of the Aldani that was on the stairs got absolutely hammered, didn't he?
He did.
That was the most.
Entangle or something.
It was the most
And he
textbook
was covered in
combat
acid.
I've ever seen in a game with D&D. We just threw down the entangle, like everyone was laying different debuffs on them.
Just choke random shit out the window.
Yeah. We all killed them one at a time, focus fire. It was fucking perfect. It's never going to happen ever again.
Nope.
Peaks at level 5.
Well,
Done.
I don't know about you, but I could do with a bit of a rest before we go down and see the others.
I certainly need to catch my breath for a moment.
Was anyone injured?
I've had a few scratches, you know what I mean, but I think after sitting down for a little bit I'll feel much better.
I'm afraid I have no well of power left, but I can tend to your wounds.
I'll sit down and see how I'm feeling after about an hour or so. Once I've had time to catch my breath, I'm sure I'll feel rejuvenated.
I'll walk over to you and put my hands on both of your shoulders and whisper. As I whisper into your ear, your ancestors will help you. And then
If only I knew who the
whisper
fuck they were.
you can have a cure wounds.
Thank you very much.
Which is going to be quite good. That's going to be 10. Ooh. Going to be 10 back for you.
Does the lighthouse keeper look injured at all?
No.
Or was he just very shaken?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask the lighthouse keeper his name.
Lucian, did you not already say?
I don't recall, but as I'm sure you can imagine, we were quite shaken from those Aldani. But I just wanted to make
It's completely
sure.
understandable. So, we're fleeing, right? We should get away.
The tide's in
And they'll be trying to use the bowl.
Raven's Barve. You say that the bowl controls the water to summon. That must have been what happened to us on the way in.
How much can you use it? Like, they summoned 2 war beasties on us on the way here.
Well, a ritual is required to use it, which takes some time. but it can be used an unlimited number of times.
Are they meant to be such horrible spirits of the water? Are they meant to aid people?
Whenever I've used the bowl, they do as I command, but I'm not in control of it now.
So it's the will of whoever uses it that determines what they do. So we need to get that bowl back in the right hands, the hands of this lighthouse keeper here, so he can do his duty.
Are you doing Eli's work here, Lucian? I say we get a short rest quickly. I could certainly do with a bit of a sit down after that, and then we go straight down into those caves and wrest that bowl back from those foul Aldani.
When they were here, Lucian,
Yes.
did they have a main leader?
Well, I've done most of my time hiding. They sounded very different from what I've heard from the door, though. The ones I heard down here, but there was another one speaking more of a hissing voice than these. Aldani, you say? Lobster. I thought they were were-lobsters. Some sort of lycanthropy, like a werewolf. Well, you saw their faces. They had partially human faces. I didn't think they were just huge lobsters. And also, lobsters don't talk.
Well, they certainly don't.
I mean, these people are cursed. Once regular men, but they become what we have seen.
Wait, these things were men?
At one
Yes.
time, yes.
Did you not see their faces? You were crushing their skulls?
No, I went round the back to bash his skull in.
Well, if you go into the storeroom, you'll find one of their heads or a couple of their heads on the floor. I took them off just in case.
Is there any way to reverse this?
Well, once something's dead, it usually stays dead, so
Not-
I think
not-
it's too late
not-
for those ones.
Probably not the death, mate, but the general resemblance to a lobster.
Maybe a way. I've heard of powerful clerics and spellcasters who can reverse things like this.
I hope you're not planning on testing that personally and becoming one, are you?
No. I don't know. I'm going to wipe my boss with a
What can you tell us, Lucian, about below the lighthouse? What do you know of the tunnels? Is it caves?
There's a large cave down there with a water entrance. You can get a boat into. I have a small rowboat down there that you can take, but the waters tend to be quite violent around the entrance to the cave. When the tide comes in, they ride quite harshly on the rocks. You have to know exactly how to get through. It's certainly big enough to get a large enough boat round, though. You can only see it from a certain part of the sea.
Is there any way in from the Lighthouse?
Yes.
Just down the steps.
The steps will only go down to a small storeroom, but in the storage room itself, there's a hatch. We have a ladder that goes down into the deeper part.
With the risk of these sea creatures being controlled, perhaps the hatch is the best option for us.
That's where they surged up from, though. They will know about it.
Do you want to risk going out into the open water with more of those creatures?
Well, I'm a dab hand on a boat, so you know. But also I do have some small water-related magics with me, so should all go awry, so it were, I can help us to walk through that water. We wouldn't get bogged down like we did on the beach, so we were.
I see.
But if they're able to just do that ritual, and we don't know how many of the previous ship's crew they've got down there to do it, so perhaps, even though they'd be expecting us to come down the ladder, perhaps that still might be our best avenue of approach.
Sometimes when people expect you to do the unexpected, doing the expected is actually unexpected.
What?
It'll come to you in time.
That was
Playing your character.
No, there's just not much.
This Master Yibben is it?
It's just come back. Oh no, he'd have much more confusing things.
Well,
We can't leave them down there if they're taking people's souls to the incorrect places. I think step one is gotta be surely to take back that bowl to stop any other.
it's certainly to
Poor
recover
ship.
the bowl. But do we do it by force, or I don't believe any of us are sneaky enough to sneak in and take it.
I could be sneaky if I want to.
Would you like to put that to the test, Koresh?
No, probably not. You're probably right.
I probably have the best chance of being sneaky, but it's not my forte.
Well, I could also give us some of the old water breathing, so it were. I'm quite adept at sneaking through the shallows as a crab, but for you lot, so I could help you to breathe underwater for a limited period of time, so we could take the aquatic route, as it were. If you fancied going in all sneaky like.
Only if we're quick, I don't like being underwater.
So the cavern's filled with water.
Well, there's a watered area, but there's a dock I have down there for my boat was tied up. So there's a flat area, and there's we didn't always own the lighthouse, and there are some additional storage rooms behind.
Is there anything else of concern down there apart from that bowl?
Just what you'd expect from having to sail a boat through seas that can be hazardous. You can imagine what it's like taking a boat through a rocky area. Then that's what you'd be looking at if you were on the water. But down there,
It's no joke, Brian.
Brian.
I can imagine more of these were-lobster things.
We're nonsense here.
I'd suggest we avoid giving them the home turf advantage. I imagine they're quite at home in the water themselves.
Is there a door leading down, or is it just open stairs to go down?
Well, if you go down the ladder, once you open the hatch, it'll take you down in a circular chamber. And the ladder will drop you right down there. That'll open out straight onto the jetty area if you want. I don't know what you can expect down there. I've been hiding in the top.
So we're on the main ground level, aren't we, at the moment? Can I walk over to where the ladder bit is?
So it's in the storeroom, and he'll point you, move a crate out of the way, and sure enough, there's a hatch.
And can I try open the hatch as quietly as possible?
You can make a stealth check.
I'm just gonna start resting. I'm just gonna take a pew.
11. Okay. So with a boom, you pull up the door on the hatch. Bit of surrounding matter drops from it and floats down the hole. And you look down. Sure enough, like it describes as a ladder going down a circular shaft. You can hear the sound of water sloshing about down there.
Would I be trying to listen out to if noise was made, which it did make a little bit of noise. Could I have heard anything else apart from water?
Perception check.
Don't want you rolled 11, let's try this one. Oh, we got a little bit better on that one. 19.
Oh, you can hear the sounds of the water, the sea, like water on the shore, lapping up. It's quite loud how it...
Sounds like it's getting rough.
Well, it's clearly inside the chamber, so the sound of the water hitting the rocks is being amplified and echoing around there. In fact, you think there's a good chance that the sound you open the hatch might not have been heard because of the noise of the water.
I lean over you while you're looking in. There already pork punch down there.
Not that I can see. And,
Contact.
I can't hear anything. It's quite loud down there anyway, but I can't hear anything.
What's the light
Lobster-like. What was the light?
Yeah, the light's okay. It looks like the water, it looks like the light is reflecting off the water. And there's so you can see light is even at this elevation is being reflected up onto the inside of this shaft. So it seems quite bright down there.
Pretty visible. You shouldn't need a torch. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're not going to be able to see across a field down there, but enough for what we need.
But what time of day is it anyway? I can't remember. It was daytime, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're on to the afternoon now.
Yeah. Cool.
Early afternoon.
Yes, we close the hatch and cover it back over just in case. While we rest up.
Yeah, I don't know about you.
Crash, do you want to rest on top of the hatch?
Yeah, why not? Wait,
I'm just trying to think.
can
who's the biggest.
I just before
Or
I
you
sit
could
on
just
it?
put the box back on top of it.
If we put the
There's
box.
a pile in the corner with a cloth over it of bodies in here as well.
Yeah, I was
So-
gonna say if I fall through this door, I swear to God.
I don't think you've left them out on display as
Yeah.
such. You covered them over, but
By the
still.
looks, this isn't the most restful.
I would
environment, is it?
have said the proper prayers. Me and Paladin, I would have said some prayers, laid them to rest.
But nonetheless, some lobster bodies in a room you want to rest in isn't pleasant. Unless you're into that.
I suggest we put a few crates and things over to, and as long as one of us by the door, so we can listen in and hear any pounding on the hatch.
Yeah, can I go around and try and find
to
them?
make sure that somebody is on watch, and then somebody. Do you know if the stock room downstairs is? Is there any way into it apart from the stairs?
Down the stairs?
The stock room directly below.
Yes. There's a well, there is a hatch down there as well, but it's not usable.
Where does it lead to?
It drops down into the storeroom behind the thing, but it's all it's collapsed in. They never use it. They wouldn't be able to use it.
How sure of you
We're
it
going
is?
to start heading down the stairs.
The spiral staircase goes round another turn and ends in a small round room, only 15, 16 feet across. There's a few small boxes in here, folded cloth and such, and sure enough, there is a hatch.
Is it as he says, collapsed in, or is the hatch closed?
The hatch is there's a door on it.
What does cloth look like? A bit folded cross, but that's definitely not right.
Folded cloth, yeah. It looks like some off-white fabric, fairly large bundles of it.
I'm gonna kind of like take one of the gauntlets off and start feeling it. Does it feel like cell cloth?
Yeah, heavyweight canvas.
I'll try the hatch,
Okay.
just to see.
Pull the ring on it. Pulls up. There's a shaft there.
Is it like
There's
that?
a hole.
It's dark down there.
Being a
I'll pay through. I have dark vision, but
yeah.
I'll see what I can
Same,
manage to see.
same.
It goes down slightly over 10 feet. There's a ladder here as well. But then you can see the side of the shaft has collapsed in, blocking this particular shaft.
Can we see a potential floor at all?
A floor.
You see, it goes down about 10
You go
feet.
down about 10 feet, and then the side. It's like the side.
Oh,
of
then
it
it's just collapsed in on something.
giving
Oh,
it
okay.
itself. Yeah.
So there'll be no way past.
Is it like rock or concrete or?
Yeah. Right.
I don't think this way is going to be accessible to us.
I'm not worried
Keep it
about
a
us,
little
worried
wood.
about him.
What I want to know is, why is there a lighthouse with sailcloth in?
In case there are any ships which crash into the rocks, I imagine.
We did say he had a boat.
It's not really the place you'd do
I
repairs
am-
even if it crashed.
I am not a naval seaman. It is a question for the lighthouse keeper and Crassus.
It's a lighthouse, man. It's the place of the sea. Man said it himself, he has a small dock down the bottom, What if he needs to repair the sail on his wee boats? There's easier ways to get out than rowing.
You needed equipment to repair your boats. I imagine I'm just sat on one of the bundles of folded cloth now to start, like, just chilling out.
Well, I'll need the services of a proper harbour to repair mine, so I'll worry about retrieving the vessel before I worry about repairing her, so I will.
So our two options really, well, not three. Work our way through this collapsed tunnel. The other hatch, which is more clear, or the sea entry itself on a craft.
One of the hatches would be a preferable idea for myself.
Likewise.
Armour and water do not mix.
I think I'd certainly prefer not to give them the watery advantage of going in by boat, so I'm with you on the hatch.
I think hatch.
Can everybody see in the dark?
I cannot.
I'll hold your
Well, going down that other hatch, you said it was well lit, so...
You wouldn't need to be able to see in the dark down the other hatch. There's plenty of light.
I don't know if they can see in the dark.
As you sit there in this lower room discussing, you can vaguely hear a distant muffled sound of voices below, rising up from the hatch. I'll take a perception check for more clarity.
Perception check for all of us.
Oh, yeah. My strength.
Oh! We're off to a great start, natural 20.
Yeah,
Also a natural 20.
That's the only good roll I get all night now.
So that means 25 for me.
Wow.
Oh, natural 20.
Find the actual number, yeah, that's a good point, isn't it?
15.
Okay. So, moving yourself closer to the hatch.
My elven ears hit it.
Despite the rock blockage, there must be some amount of air getting through, and the shaft seems to amplify the sounds for you. You can clearly hear a number of the voices. Get another one of the prisoners! Move it into! Veru needs it! Not many prisoners left. There are plenty! Drag another one to the ball!
Can I go to just ask? Look at the hatch. How far down past that blockage do you think there is?
Past that one, another 30, 40 feet maybe. We're perched up high on this rock outcrop where the lighthouse is, but the water level is a big drop below us.
Just a thought. Cause distraction. If we threw those bodies down this hatch into that blockage, there's some air coming through. It might move the blockage, causing them to need to investigate. Gives us an easier time going down the other hatch.
We need to make a decision. I'm sure you can hear as well. They're getting restless.
If we get our rest down and go down there, they sound like they're sacrificing more of them down there. Whatever ritual this bowl requires.
They're getting restless.
I'd rather save as many of them as we can.
What is the ritual?
No sacrifice is required. I've used the bowl numerous times and no lives were cost unless, of course, you lose your concentration.
They're talking about sacrificing people down there.
I don't know what they're doing. If you improperly use the bowl and you don't concentrate, then the water creature you summon can sometimes turn on you. But you're fine as long as I say, you concentrate.
How well could you concentrate with the lobster man right next to you?
Well, perhaps not that well.
Crash, could you go grab a couple of those bodies and drag them in?
Yeah, I'll go back upstairs.
You can toss them down that hatch all you want, but I don't think the caved-in shaft they're just going to run just under the weight of
That's
several
an appropriate
bodies.
way to treat bodies.
We'll send them back to their gods when we forget this mess up. And
There's
throw them back into the sea.
spirits have left These are nothing but vessels that are...
But yeah, as it's May, you should not just desecrate a body.
I should be able to lift at least one of these.
You're going to go back upstairs to get to the...
We would need a continued noise. Throwing 3 bodies down a pit. They aren't going to make much noise landing on the rocks.
You can burn him for the smell! Sort of as I'm walking upstairs.
Potentially burn the lighthouse down.
Is it made of wood?
Yes.
Oh.
There are certainly wooden components.
That shaft ain't made of wood though!
Plenty sailcloth here, you know.
There's a base layer of stone surround, but the uprights and then the surrounding is wood.
I say we should get our rest and go straight down that little hatch.
I'd
I'd rather save as many of those poor bastards down there as we can.
If you want to save as many, then you shouldn't want to rest first.
Going down unprepared would be foolhardy.
Waiting an hour before we go down, there might be none left. They might all be dead by then.
If you're suggesting we go down instantly, you be my guest, sir. I think we'd be doing none of them any favours by going down and preparing ourselves and throwing ourselves to our deaths against these lobsters. If we don't go down somewhat prepared, they've got no chance at all.
I'm just saying that if you're willing to have a rest, it's a little contradicting to what you say that you don't want any more lives to be lost.
So you're saying we should throw our own lives away in a futile rescue attempt?
No, I'm saying it's a little contradiction.
Well, any day you like, feel free to head straight down that hatch, and we'll see you down there in a short while, shall we?
I'm just saying, I never said that, I just said it's a little contradictory.
If it's their time, it's their time.
So I would have dragged one over to the top of the stairs by now and attempted.
So you pull one out from under the cloth.
Yeah.
You're reminded of the combat you've had. The one you pulled out has got a smashed in head with huge chunks of meaty flesh are missing from the centre of his body. Big chunks are gone. You almost forgot with him being under the cloth what a state they were. Don't even remember it being this bad, but pulling the cloth back freshly. Oh, bloody hell. It's a right state.
You do as you must, but do not mistreat the body. I'm not going to stop you. I can't stop you.
I'll hang about to watch this. I know they did us no favours in life, but messing with the dead is something else. I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna head back up to the main line
Sort of
and
same.
just chill in the main room.
Look to the pair of you before I sling this thing down the stairs and just try and...
It's nothing but a vessel, their spirit has moved on. It's no more than any sack of goods you'd get off a cart.
Oh, I don't want to put me back out for bloody nothing though. Perhaps he's got a point.
Rory, you are a man of the cloth, are you not?
I am.
Which god do you worship?
Which god do you worship?
I worship my god.
And I worship
Being
mine.
a man of the cloth, you should be preaching and thinking about nature, I believe, is what you do, isn't it?
Preaching's not my thing. I respect the circle of life.
And the circle of life is what?
The circle of life is what it is. Have you not seen The Lion King?
I've heard of a Lion King, but I've not seen one.
The circle of life is what it is.
So you believe that
Not
the spirits comes in one vessel, leaves, goes to another vessel, and
Spirits are capable of doing that.
Listen, while you two have a philosophical
Throw it down.
conversation,
It could save someone's
you
life.
need to
I
rest,
lost me
Bria.
breakfast in the sea.
I'm fine, I don't need the rest.
You may not, but I do,
You're more than welcome to rest.
and I will not wish to be disturbed.
I ain't moving these things, but I love lobster.
If you like lobster, feel free to have some.
Don't like raw lobster, I'm not into sushi.
And I'm sure there is a stove where you could take some. Cook
I'll
it.
look round at Lucian. We've got cooking
I
goods.
do have a cooking instrument, but I would hesitate to describe it as a lobster. I mean, it looks like a lobster, but it's part person.
I mean, if you see a lobster, they ain't pretty.
Well, I know, but if I were to kill an orc, say, I wouldn't eat an orc. If I were to kill a monkey, I wouldn't eat the monkey.
I don't think I've even ever seen a monkey.
idea their brains are delicious and they give you disease.
Certainly if you have sex with them.
But Crassus shivers as he hears people discussing horrible things that a lion would not approve of.
Alright, well, I haven't got a disease from having sex with a monkey or by grinding it up and eating it. It was definitely grinding up and eating it, it wasn't the other one.
I didn't talk about grinding on it and then eating it.
Well, I'll take your word for it. I suppose I'll just go hungry, shall I?
It just seems...
I'll recover the bodies back up with the cloth.
It just seems strange to me. That's all.
Yeah, well,
Okay. Throw cloth back over the body.
yeah.
Yeah, have some of my rations.
Cheers.
We took them one go.
Okay, it's like a piece of dried meat.
Yeah. Chewing on it for longer than I probably need to.
So the plan is to have an hour's long rest.
Well,
For the majority of us,
Short rest, yeah.
we're interested to try.
Okay, short rest for you. You can try for a short rest. Short rest.
Where are you all taking your short rests?
Well, knowing what your idea is, I am staying down with the sailing cloth and staying in that
I think
room.
me and Crash is up on the main
The main room that we
level.
came in, yeah.
I think Koresh would probably be a little bit uneasy trying to listen to these were-lobsters while trying to just sit back for a bit, so I think I'd be in the upper level.
Can I spend the short rest looking over the bodies
Sure.
and trying to remember the battle that we've just had? Do the wounds match up to what seems to be mutilated?
Make an investigation check.
I don't know if I've got pluses or minuses. So we're at 16. Oh, that's +1, that's a 17.
So you take a look over the bodies. The damage is significant. A number of effects and slashing attacks were used. On one point of one of the bodies, though, you find the section of the torso is neatly cut and removed. And you see no sign of that flesh anywhere.
So they're neatly cut wound. Nothing neat happens in a battle, does it?
It's unusually neat. Certainly a knife has done it.
Whereabouts on the chest?
Just about here.
About
About here.
there.
Whether those bodies are on the same level I'm on, I would be.
This is the storeroom now, isn't it?
Yeah. Is this,
Oh, yeah,
Is
yeah,
this,
yeah.
We
in,
brought one down to the basement.
Yeah.
is this in the a hole, or is it like sort of cut and sort of folded back and like tried to stuck back on?
I mean, it's not. I mean, I wanted to make it sound like it was a surgical thing. It wasn't surgical. It's just it seems unusual.
Neater than someone like.
No, it's just a section of flesh machine.
Okay.
It doesn't look like somebody's taken flesh and then tried to sew it back down or hide it.
Trying
It's
to
like
that's
somebody
like a-
hit it nicely with a sword rather than snipped it with a big crab claw, you know?
trying to play 5D chess on a wounded.
But he described the rock in such detail, there must be
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
That's okay. That's all. That's all I wanted to do. Just up to the detective notes.
While we attempt to rest, I'll speak to Lucian. Where will you go while we inevitably go down?
Well, I suppose I'll wait here. I mean,
You are
should we
quite-
not try and, if you've cleared them out of the way, should we not try and get the militia, get them to deal with it? Is there a militia?
I fear those below might not have that kind of time.
I don't believe there is much of a active militia at the moment either. I think the town is rather stretched after what happened.
Whoever's in charge of the southern docks these days seems to be staying firmly within the southern docks and not going anywhere, and God knows what's going on inside the town.
Well, this is my home. I'll stay here, and certainly they're using my bowl to affect the harbour.
I have a vested interest in making sure that the harbour stays active, so I'll do my utmost.
Perhaps you would feel most comfortable back upstairs. You were quite secure there before.
Okay.
Just in case something slips by us.
yeah.
I think that Arendelle has a
So
good suggestion there.
you're upset about them using your bowl, but you're not willing to do anything about it.
I know what I am. I have some small abilities with priestly magic, but I am not up to face. I certainly was not up to facing the ones just down here, let alone going and facing a whole horde of them.
Would you not join us into putting that bolt back?
I am no fighter. No fighter. I would be useless down there. May as well ask a mason to bring up the sails, or a sailor to dig the quarry. I'm not skilled at that.
Anyone can dig.
Sounds like a man who's never dug a hole in his life.
Dug plenty of holes.
I'm not a fighter either. I'm a man in the cloth. I'm
Exactly.
a priest of a lie. I'm only here because I trust in Elril. But everyone has their place in the world. If Lucian does not want to risk his life down there, he shouldn't be forced to.
Well, it's not that
I'm
I don't
not
want
forced.
to. It's not that I don't think I should. It's just that I feel it means death for me.
You mistake me, as I'm not forcing him to. I'm just merely asking him.
Well, there's nothing wrong with knowing your limits, Lucian. In fact, it's quite respectable that you're not throwing yourself away hopelessly.
I'll hand Lucian a pack of rations. Go secure yourself upstairs, and you know our faces, you know our voices.
All right. Well, I thank you.
We'll be back as soon as we can.
I thank you for what you're going to do.
Well, you look out for the sailors. Least we can do is look out for you back.
I will pray to a lie that you are successful.
I'll I be praised.
And he'll make his way up the stairs. So, you're taking your rest. You're spending the time examining the body. What are you doing in while that?
I will follow Lucian upstairs and
Okay.
sort of just chit chat, but it won't be it will be idle. It won't be anything worth LPing, but while I'm there, I'll sort of look through his gubbins in the upper level.
Okay. It's quaintly decorated the upper level with what you might call a bunch of seaside crap. Little bits of ornaments that look like a life preserver.
Nothing in particular stands out though. It's just looks very.
No. Yeah, it's quite basic, humble environment.
Cool.
So you could spend the hour chatting with him. So on that basis, there's no noise from the Aldani below, and everyone except for you gets a short rest.
So what do I get for short rest?
Let's use my
Again,
D10.
So I'm going to use some hit dice. Yeah. So,
All I get back is Shallow Divinity.
Okay.
Sherlock Bryan needed
Sherlock Bryan.
to do some stuff.
7, 8.
Hit dicing the shit out of myself.
We've got no spell slots, but I've got a Shallow Divinity, so good luck.
5, so that's 7, 8, 9, 12, the 8s. 17.
6. How many times you can do all 3?
yes.
Warlocks. Did we get our spells?
Yes. You get your pack magic back.
And then I.
Then it'll.
Oh, wait, I
Try
didn't
to
mean to
do
do
it
that,
for
but
you.
yeah. And then I add what I had. Yeah.
You're at your max anyway.
I got my 1 spell slot back by 8.
Oh yeah, we'll be. Yeah.
Yeah, babes.
Oh, I've got a Shallow Divinity, that's it.
Thing.
Cool.
Get your action
Oh,
search
that's
back
my
now.
2 hit dice gone.
And the second
My D10, my D8.
You're pretty much back at good going, aren't you?
No, we won't get that
Don't
back.
get that
That's
spell.
on one rest. Short rest. Well, I didn't use that before.
You're all good to go.
Okay.
Very spooky.
Always quiet.
Until.
What's the plan?
Yes, we head down. Either Crash or myself go first.
Please
and
do be
one
careful.
take the rear.
Please do be careful.
I can
I'll be right down behind you.
can use my god's powers to sense to see if there is anything evil down there, which I imagine it is. It would also tell us if there are any celestials, fiends, or undead down there as well.
I'm afraid all I can do is essentially stave off people from the brink of death, but beyond that I can't save people.
I have a little healing left in me.
Well, I figure we best just get down there and see what we've got to deal with. We can't see further than the shaft. We won't know what's waiting for us until we get there, so best just pile on down, I reckon.
Rush, do you want to leave?
Yeah, well, I feel better after that.
Chit chat.
Yeah, after that chit chat, winding down. Now I've got to wind back up again. So I'll reopen the hatch if we close it. I don't think we did the
So we're going down the
One with the ladder.
first hatch.
Yeah, the one that leading down where the water
non-block
was.
hatch.
Yeah.
So, alright, so you go to the stock room and move the barrel out the way. The crate out the way. Lift up the hatch, which makes a sound as you pull it up. You see the ladder there. It's affixed at every few feet with bands to the curve of the wall.
Yeah.
Looks like it's made out of metal. Each of the rungs is heavily encrusted with a brownish substance, which seems to follow down the side of the handles. It glistens with the bits of light as you look down at it.
Someone shut down.
Does it look like it would take my weight? Would I be like being a big boy?
Make a perception check, sir.
We all know how perceptive orcs are.
14.
Metal's good, isn't it? Metal's strong.
Cool.
I'll
Jamie.
I'll be careful, Crash. I'll cast guidance on you before you head down.
Yeah, well, I'll try. I'm not known for being dexterous.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'll sort of turn around, get on all fours, like put one leg down. Yeah.
Just put my legs
Put
over.
one leg down and sort of like inch myself back, so I've got 2 feet on the first rung, and then once I'm sort of confident that I've got both feet there, I'll
Whilst you've got your 2 feet on there,
yeah.
I'll hold your shoulders and I'll ask Elrel if he can come over.
Of course. What's wrong?
I'll have my hand on your shoulders, bow my head for a split second, and your ancestors are watching over you both.
Again.
By the gods, man, it's just a ladder. Get down there.
I don't like heights. Is it quite high? Yeah, I imagine
It is quite high. Yeah.
They
You're
are-
describing me getting on any boat instantly when you get on this
They
ladder.
are
Yeah.
seeing what is what we're about to do, and emboldening bond on you both, which is basically just bless.
So that I get a
D4 on any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw that they make.
Okay.
On 2 willing creatures, are you both willing?
yeah. I'm
You're
willing.
doing this. His legs are dangling down the hatch.
Yeah, I've got 1 foot on a rung, 1 foot's trying to
This was
find
possible, it'd be-
trying to find the rung.
And push.
So your foot swings around a bit and then catches one of the rungs, slipping off it for a second, then move forward and catching the rung again,
For goodness sake!
just in the crook of your boot.
Yeah, but
So-
it does
and then
feel still sturdy now.
You
relatively.
steadily apply some weight to it, and you feel a bit of movement, but it's okay. And you get your second foot in there. It seems okay.
Not nice and confident. Then I'll just start making my way down one. Sort of
Alright, so you slide backwards and get your hands on the.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold the sides of the ladder, or do you want to hold the rungs of the ladder?
I'll have
There's
one
a-
on a rung.
There's the right hand, the wrong way to do
Three
this,
points of
okay.
contact at all times.
Okay. So you start making your way down.
Yeah.
Your each boot making a boom, boom, boom sound as you start lowering some, and you see Crash starting to go down. Can you make
I'm fucking sick on it.
dexterity saving throw, please?
With a D4.
Yeah.
I
And
think
guidance.
does guidance plus the same throws?
Guidance is D4.
So I don't think so.
Or let me get plus
I'm not sure if it's
Zero.
saving throws. That's the thing.
Didn't think, I thought bless was the saving throw one.
It's a
Yeah, bless it is.
10 altogether.
10 to go. That's okay. So you get so far down, and then one of your feet catches on something very slippy.
Advantage just
Your foot goes slipping right out beneath you. You slipping and reaching out to try and grab the rungs as you start to drop. I would like. I'm going to take an athletics check, please.
No, that you can have my guidance.
That's got guidance. That's another D4. That's a D4 on. See, we've got them covered.
Athletics. Oh, might be alright with this one because it's strength based. 17, 19 plus 4, 23.
So you reach out quickly, grabbing hold of the rungs. Your full weight hits one of the rungs, and it on the right hand side snaps. You put your hand out and grab the one beneath that. You look down at where your feet sit. You can see a big piece of seaweed wrapped around your boot. But you manage to get your legs back into place and pull yourself back into position. Sort of shaking your foot, the seaweed falls down.
Yeah. I'll look up a little bit, dented pride. It's a bit slippery. And then I'll sort of.
You did a fine job, Koresh.
Oh shit! You my pants. No, I'll carry on. Sort of.
It's fine. It will fall into the jetty, washed away by the sea.
So you carry on down.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like you drop about a total of 50 feet.
That's quite a way.
It's quite a run down to the basis thing, but as you drop down onto the floor, good solid stone floor.
Deep breath.
In the circular room, you can see it opens up to a large cavern. The water is just sloshing up against the side next to you. You're dead level with the ocean at this stage. So right where the edge of the stone is, you can see it washing up over the edge.
Spice. Oh yeah.
I suggest we hurry down ourselves.
So you come down in here.
Whilst some of the less dexterous elderly are holding up the back, yeah?
I will bring up the rear just in case.
Do you want to hold on and tie this around your waist up one end of a 50-foot rope?
Well, they're doing that. I'm just going to swing down the ladder behind impatiently and just go for it.
Okay. There's absolutely no problem getting on the ladder. Once Kresh dislodged that piece of seaweed that was wrapped around the run, it's quite sturdy and you make your way down with no problems. So as you come down, you can see this room. Large cave. It comes up really about 40 feet above, so the surface of the rock must actually come up to just below the actual mound of the rock that the lighthouse itself is on top of. It's a large hollow area. This water's stretching out ahead of you. About here you can see a large opening in the cave with the light coming through, hitting the water and reflecting it around in the cave. There is a ship here, wedged in the opening, one mast broken and fallen down to the side. It tilted to its side.
Is that the ship that we could see from the beach, or do we reckon that's the ship that we
It's a different ship.
It's a different ship.
Once the rope's tied around Elril's waist,
Well,
would you like to go first?
how sturdy do the shelves look? Is there something which looks really solidly attached, which I could tie the rope to, which would be a better purchase point than this?
They don't look like they're attached to the wall. No one's followed the Argos safety shelf and thing and put that wall attachment thing. There's some freestanding shelves.
Might be best if we attach it to the top of the ladder.
We'll do that then.
So I'll attach it to one of the top rungs of the ladder as Crassus climbs down.
Would you like to go next?
I'll fall down.
On the ropes there.
Let's make some way.
Could I just do a quick perception check and see if I can see the name of the ship?
Yes, you can.
So there's now a rope hanging out.
You've got the ladder
12.
and the rope to hold on to as well. Rope is
Just
dry.
make it out on the front. There's two words. Can't make out the first word, but the second word is cutlass.
With the aid of the rope and the ladder, I'll make my way down. That's alright.
Yeah, no problem. No rolls required. You just go straight down the ladder.
I will
Easy.
follow afterwards.
Send me down.
Praise the sun.
Get down the ladder just fine. There's no one in here. The cave's all quiet except for the water just sloshing over the edge.
Close my eyes, take my symbol, and then hit them. Thank you.
Straight down.
So if there's no one down here, I'll
All quiet.
stroll over and just take a quick look into the rowboat just to make sure there's nothing like hidden in there.
Okay, it's just tied up on a piece of rock at the side here. You can see there's what looks like part of a wooden jetty which is collapsed and in the water itself. So someone has made the best of it and tied up this boat to the rocks. The water appears, well, as you'd expect, the tide was coming in before, so now it's quite readily sloshing up and washing over your feet where you are now. The oars are inside the boat. It looks in good shape.
Maybe we should have asked which way to go.
There is, probably not visible to you, a door right there.
Somebody with some good ears can listen against the door.
I'll try. I heard voices before, so I'm not to look out for. I'll move close to that door and try and discern if I can hear any voice on the other side.
Take a perception check.
22.
You hear some voices distant, not enough to make out exactly what they are, but it's definitely those sort of familiar voices.
Beyond the door, but not right behind it.
Yeah. A whole bunch of wattos are in there.
There may be beyond this door, but
Do you reckon we absolutely have to take that boat? I hate water.
As you're looking, Crassus, you think you see some movement on the ship.
Oh, the ship, not on the boat.
The ship.
I think I see some movement on that ship over there, lads. It might be one of them. It could be some of their old crew from that.
I'll gently try the door handle that I'm next to after I heard nothing there. See if it's locked, if it's going to open freely.
Turns. The handle turns.
We have to go this way. I heard voices, but not for a little distance.
Can I do a quick perception check just to see if I can make out what I can see moving on the ship?
Yeah.
Just in case it's either threatening or something that needs help.
Lobster silhouetted.
Natural 20, so that'd be a total of 27.
A small boy.
A small boy.
Yeah.
It's a child over there.
Child.
I can see him on the ship.
Well, I think he'll be safer over there than he would be over here.
Maybe we should.
I'm not leaving a child there.
I'm not
We should
saying
go over, bring him back and send him
I'm
up
not
that
saying
ladder.
leave him. I'm just saying sort the evident threat that we know before going and getting a child.
There could be all kinds of threat down here. That child, I certainly can't help here. We'll be quick. We'll just take the boat. We'll head over, bring him back, send him up the ladder.
Why don't we just go over the rocks?
Can we go over the rocks to get to the boat?
You
wedged in?
can't. While it's depicted like that,
Yeah.
what you're looking at is
there's,
actually these are actually sheer rocks going up.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have the budget to do
No,
it.
it's fine.
I've been using boats
I
since I
just
was
saw
a wee
that there was a
lad.
gap
I can
there,
get us
that's
over
all I
there
was
in
thinking, but
no
that's
time
cool.
at all.
I would,
We don't all have to go. If just one of you join me to give me a hand on the oars, we'll get there quick. We'll grab the boy. We'll come back. I won't piss about looking at the ship or anything like that.
Go on,
We'll just get the boy. We can look. If all goes well, we can investigate the ship further later. But that boy, we can help him now.
Go on then,
how
Crassus.
are
I'll give you a quick
talking to
stroke.
people? How are you talking to people? I know you did a good job with the sailors, but young children, you may need persuading.
I don't know. I'm not so good with people in general. I can command a crew, but a small child is something different. You know.
I could always hold
If
it
he's
down.
in trouble, I'd hope he'd come with us, see? At least if he's seen those Zoldan, he knows we look like people, innit?
Koresh, I suggest you stay with
I'm great with
Beefsteak,
children.
and you said you didn't like the water.
No, not really.
Oh, children. You may need a... And I mean no offence, but a less frightening looking soul.
I'd appreciate the help, and well, if all goes tits up, I could sort us out water-related issues.
I would need help staying above the water.
We already know that there's so many more of those water beasts You go out on there's a good chance you'll be coming into them.
Well, we don't know that they know we're here. The sooner we do it, the sooner we'll get back, and maybe they won't have another one up and running by then. Well, with that, I'll just make into the boat.
Okay.
Get ready to go. I'll start making it ready.
Head into the boat as well. And say a prayer. Lord, if this is my time, I understand.
Okay.
I'll quickly proficient in watercraft.
Because I do like those boats. Okay.
Oh,
They make me
I love
happy.
these.
Okay, so the two of you get on the boat. That being done, you release the rope, and the boat sways in the water. Get an oar, push it against the edge of the rock, and turn it round. Lay yourself down and start pulling against the water. The boat easily, with a rise with the water, comes up and down and starts heading out towards the large boat. Okay, the rest of you, what do you do while they're thrown out? You see Crassus putting away.
I'll just stay by the door. I'll keep it shut, just occasionally listening out. I'm trying to kind of keep a watchful eye, watchful ear, I suppose is more correct. See if I can hear anyone approaching.
I was only going to ask you.
Are they right the other side of the door?
I don't think so, but I'll listen as close as I can. If I hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
Oh,
The water's lapping over our feet, isn't it? So I'll just crouch a little and meditate slightly,
Okay.
concentrating on all my various listed ancestors and asking if they will watch over me and guide me.
Now you had turned the handle on the door and just opened it a fraction.
Yes, I would have closed it again. It was more case just to see if it would...
I would like a stealth check.
Of course, yeah. That's a natural one.
Okay.
You didn't ask for a good stealth check.
This is
It's 4 in total, but it's still a natural one.
So as you put in the door
I wasn't
shut,
expecting it to go. Ooh.
you just get a glimpse. There's a bunch of people tied up in groups of 4 just as you close the door. One of them looks up at you as the door clicks shut and you hear, hey. The door clunks shut.
Crash. You know, those two have just left on the boat.
Crassus is making good time. Obviously claws are made for rowing.
I don't actually have claws.
He just wishes he did. I imagine he's just going like that.
But I can't deny what I saw. There's people tied up on the other side of this door.
The other two that went off Nova, they prioritise that one over the other, over the many.
I don't want to just. I mean, I know I've got a strong arm, but I don't want to just barge on in there. Don't know how many they are yet.
If I be bold and have a look, will you defend me if anything happens?
Oh God, against my better judgment, but yeah, I suppose so.
I'll open the door again, and I'll try and get a better view of what's in the
What
room.
happened to the cat?
So it'd be enough to
Totally accidental.
Yeah, curiosity killed it.
Okay, so you're going to open the door.
enough to at least get a good view of what's inside.
So you
Yeah,
go back to the
essentially.
door, about to turn the handle. When you hear a sound from behind you, you turn over to look now. Crassus and Elril, you're on the boat. Are you the fore or the aft of the boat?
I would be.
Facing back, wouldn't you?
I'd be looking towards. I would be at the back,
At the back, but looking
but
around.
looking to help direct Crassus.
Because you're
No,
heading,
this way a bit.
here, aren't you?
Do
This
well,
way,
Crassus.
Crassus.
Obviously, your left arm is weaker. You're pulling away. Can I have a dexterity saving throw?
A dex save.
How long does your thing last?
10 minutes. I think I cast it at the
10
top.
minutes last.
Since the ladder?
Yes.
No. It's only been about 5 minutes.
I may need that help.
Saves. 12.
I definitely needed the help.
Did it help much though?
It helped by 4 because I think.
Oh,
it's
that's nice.
Dex save. Yeah, that makes it 7.
Okay.
Oh, good lord.
So you're probably about 60 feet out and approaching the large ship when the boat violently lifts from one side. As it tips and goes to go over, Crassus, you being fairly stable at the seat, manage to climb up the one side and get on the base of it as it flips over. So it's upside down and you clambered on the top of it. And as you look round, no sign of Elril. Elril, you go straight into the water.
Would we have noticed this?
Yeah, that's the noise that you hear.
Yeah.
So it's actually like this at the moment, on the back and in the water. And it's a little bit further out as well, obviously.
Fuck.
Well, that went well for them.
Not being able to see Elril, knowing that he's well bedecked in armour, I'm just straight in.
Okay.
He ain't gonna be able to swim in that.
Right. You're going to jump in, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'll dive in after him.
You dive in. So,
What, are you in chain?
I am in chain.
Yeah. Oh dear.
okay.
Really emotional Samwise Gamgee.
What's your AC, Crassus?
10.
10.
Yeah. That's with my leather armour and my -1.
Okay. You into the water. Blackness for a moment. You open your eyes to look round for Elril. What you see instead is a huge mouth full of teeth, rising up at speed towards you. These teeth slam down on either side of you, doing 18 points of piercing damage.
That's a fucking good job I got 18 back from my short range.
You're right.
Save the child on the boat, he says.
Fucking job.
Nice.
It grabs onto you, its teeth digging deep in, blood spraying all around you, turning your visibility to nothing as everything around you goes red. Can you roll initiative, please?
Shit.
Well, if ever I needed a good roll, that was it. What did you get, Crassus?
12.
I got 20.
I got 16. Really, we should have everybody else on the initiative track as well.
Dirty 20 from me.
Dirty 20.
Yep.
That means you've got pluses.
Plus 3.
9 for me.
15.
Okay. So, Eridil,
I'm peeking through the door, am I not?
you're at the door. Yeah, you're at the door, but you hear the noise behind you. You look round and see the boat go over. Would you do anything in response to that, or are you going to hold?
I know there's people near the door that are tied up. I have to see.
Okay, so you're going to stay focused on that. That's fine. Elril, you fall in the water. You hear. You see. You struggle to right yourself. There's a lot of motion around you, and then your eyes and everything goes red in front of you. What are you going to do?
I just get an idea that there's red in front of
Yeah,
me.
you're under the water at this moment.
Yep. No, I'm in chain.
Yes.
I have to start taking it off. Because I'm assuming Crassus is coming, but I can always go get chain later.
Okay. So you start dropping down.
Yeah,
Deeper,
but
deeper.
being in chain, I cannot get out of it.
Make me
I can't.
athletics check, please.
So using my D4 because I can.
Oh, D4 won't help with that one. It's only saving throw, sorry. And attack rolls.
Nope.
Okay. You grab hold of the chain and yank it, getting it so far, your one arm getting caught up in it, and it getting pulled in your head. Then your arm gets locked and you can't move it as you just descend deeper and deeper. That's you done.
I imagine you descend quite a long way. What, 6 seconds is the...
So, whatever it is that has you releases its grip, and you for a second, and then the blood clears for a second, and you see this thing, having moved, come round at you again.
Yes. Goodbye, guys. It's been nice knowing you.
That is going to hit you again, I'm afraid. Not bad this time, it's 8 points of damage.
Okay, I'm not down yet.
Okay, so it's powering towards you, its body moves from side to side as the mouth opens on your leg. And then releases. It is Crash again. Yeah, the thing's gone over and then the water's churning and blood is filling in the water.
Right, okay. But this thing hasn't breached the surface of the water, so I don't know. It's
7 check.
Okay. I think it's 4.
No,
No.
I can't see what it is.
No, cool. Obviously, I was about to be intently watching you open this door, which I think you're in the process of, aren't you?
Yeah, I've
But then
committed to it.
this thing's happened. I've seen Crassus jump in the water.
Why we do whatever?
Shit! I sort of like grab your shoulder and sort of, probably needs help. And I will then make my way over to the edge of the water. That'll be it.
That's you done. Okay. Crassus!
The dynamics of spellcasting, if it has a vocal component, can you actually cast underwater?
No.
No. Okay.
Not unless you've got a way of getting around it.
Okay. Can I see Elril?
I would give a perception check because of the amount of blood.
11.
You can mostly see Shark right now.
Mostly see shark shit. Damn. That's fucking vocal too. Shit.
The good news is you can see a shark.
How does Misty Step interact with being in water? Because it says I can it's just teleport to any unoccupied space. So if you're like, I just move 30 feet.
Yeah.
And you said we were 60 feet out from the edge?
Yes.
Fuck. I'm gonna have to cap it.
Okay.
I am going to
Shark is surprised.
What you thought was going to be lunch turns into 11s.
I am
Crabs.
going to
Shark's got eyes, black eyes.
which of these
Yeah,
crabs
black eyes
is
rolling
better for
over
this
and over.
occasion is the question. Sorry, I just need to wait for my crab PDFs. Where's the Sweeties 10
Bruce.
People have a swim speed. I thought.
Do you know that's one?
I'm going to go to Sporus Crab.
Okay.
So I've turned into crab. I'm going to swim down towards where I think Elril might be from when he fell in.
All right. You're a crab now. I'll give you a second perception check as the crab.
It's even worse. I don't think my crab's got particularly high perception. Yeah, it's in the minuses, but it's not a natural
Water
one, but it's in the minuses.
Okay, so you just start dropping into the water.
We should have cast the spells beforehand.
All
Lessons
right.
have not been learned.
Okay, so that's Crassus done. Brian.
Continue.
Go on, Brian.
Briar will continue to meditate, eyes closed. We've heard everything, but I'll start to. I'll hold action, Toll the Dead, for when something aggresses against the door opening. So basically, assumably I'll hear something like an oh shit or an oh no. Zap and Eldani.
Cool. Top of the round then. So you're at the door.
I committed to having a look inside.
Yeah. So you open the door, and how are we opening this door? Before I describe it as being blown fully open.
I will be trying to do it as subtly as I can. I'm not trying to swing it over. I'm trying to just open and
I'll
peek
take
around.
a stealth check then.
Did you bring the WD-40?
11.
Okay. So you open the door. As you do so, one of the guy who saw you before looks up at you. His hands are bound. Hey.
I mean,
Tricks. Without seeing the shot, can't really just jump out to help
Yeah,
you.
I just heard noises.
you've seen a boat go over.
Yeah.
Maybe a pool of blood in the water, but that's about it. What do you do?
60 foot out. We know one of them's gone out with heavy armour on.
Other than rush to the water's edge, what do? You just like, what the fuck?
0 spells that affect or do anything with water as well.
Loads of them, but they all have got vocal components.
Yeah. I mean, even
Alright, I have one spell I can cast.
even water breathing wouldn't help
Is that it?
because you can't speak.
Minor illusion.
Good news is, because now we're initiative, you'll still have your saving throw again. Your saving throw DC.
Oh boy, there's quite a few people in there.
Only 2 in there that you can see. That's
I haven't seen them, but luckily I don't think they've seen us yet. Because if we, I imagine if we made too much commotion outside,
probably good. 11's one of those weird ones.
Ooh.
I mean, you're only opening the door a crack.
Is that a
Would that be
swallow?
enough?
It's not for me to decide. I'm
just-
doing me.
It's one of those weird numbers.
I know I have many more prisoners in this, but you can actually see that there are 16 prisoners in here.
The one I saw, he appears to be fairly close to the door, doesn't he?
He's quite close to the door. There's the 2 Aldani over there talking with the smaller greenish, I think a fish man of some sort, next to a door over here.
And from what I can tell, they haven't noticed me as far
They're
as I
talking
can
amongst
tell.
themselves. One of them is aggressively waving its claw at the smaller, correctly swagging.
So the one that's the person that's noticed me, I'm just like, shh. Is he just hands bound or is his feet bound?
Hands and feet bound. And he appears to be tied to the other 3 people that are next to him.
Yes. I'm going to take my dagger and I'm going to try and toss it to him.
Sleight of hand.
Yep.
oh, if you screw this up, it's going to be so loud. Real screwy.
Oh dear.
And the guy's probably a disadvantage to catch
Which-
because he's bound.
You've got Sam having an actual 20s and you having an actual
Fuck
1s.
this dice, it started out so well.
Weren't there when I needed them. Let's just put it like
Make a
that.
ranged attack roll.
Oh my god. In the head.
Oh, if it lands in here,
What's
there's
that one
less
that's
chance
at
of it
home?
making lots of noise.
No, there's more chance of him making lots of noise because he's going to scream.
I guess it's is it just to hit with a dagger?
Yes.
I guess. Also a 1.
Also 1.
Fuck that dice.
So, get the knife, grab it by the blade, and go. It sails over his head, landing on the floor and clattering across the room.
Shut the door. Out of pure
Shut
shame.
the door after the one. What is that? You shut the door.
Yeah, out of pure shame.
Alright, I think that's about you've done, isn't it? Ariel.
Probably for the night, actually.
It went well.
I'm going to
Makes total sense.
carry on trying to get this bloody chainmail off, I think.
He's watching as well, so you can.
Okay, I can tell you right now, it's virtually impossible.
Yep, that's what I was expecting you to say.
Well, I think the rules state that the time for removing chainmail is several minutes.
Chainmail? Chainmail, I know it's 10 minutes, but I don't know.
Well, try remove chainmail anyway.
Okay.
Underwater, it's very difficult.
It's certainly not 6 seconds.
I've never tried to take chainmail off underwater. I have no intention of trying.
It's difficult enough. I'm
Nor
allowed.
did I.
Yeah, it's,
So, I
it's
think-
like when you've got something that's hard to stand on and you can jiggle, but
And you can imagine the undercurrent as well, right next to the rock faces.
Yeah, like how deep is he fallen by this point? Sorry, just
The water here is 40 feet deep. Really deep. Drops
So-
10 feet around at the moment.
Knowing the predicament I'm in, not knowing where Crassus is, but just seeing blood above me, I'm thinking, only one person who can save me. I'll close my eyes and carry on sinking, because that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, your arm's kind of locked. I think it's the point your arm gets locked in, you realise,
Yep.
I can't do this.
Oh, is this really how you want me to go? You have many powers. You have granted me some with your blessings, and granted me some minor powers to help achieve your goals and make sure that the timeline stays as you've seen it go. Is this really my time, or am I destined for greater things?
I would have you make a religion check.
Maybe.
6.
The voice creeps into your mind. Obviously no source, but it's there nonetheless. You have betrayed me by failing to do as you were destined.
Okay.
Alright.
Did you call Veru customer support by accident?
The shark comes round and dives at you. 12 to hit you.
I don't think it does on this crab. Armor class 14.
14, yeah.
And he tried to eat me, so he gets nasty poison. Because I'm filthy. Makes 10 we go work. A creature that touches with a melee attack or comes within 5 feet of me, DC 12 con save, or be poisoned until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So it failed by 5 or more, so it contracts sewer plague and is poisoned until the end of its next round.
I
Alright.
feel like plague's bad enough, but sewer bit
on a so it's got sewer plague for
Alright,
good
so it's got a
and-
poison condition. Excellent. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Alright, so he dives down at you, bites his teeth just hitting the shell. And as that pressure comes in, a part of your filthy, filthy juice sprays out into his mouth. he backs off and then away from you towards the surface. Fresh, make a perception check.
9.
9, okay. The water's bubbling all over the place, but you can't see what the problem is. What do you do? Your turn, what do you want to do?
I mean, Crash hates water. This was probably not the right campaign for him to come on.
It's like he's failed to do a trick at SeaWorld.
It's the most disappointing dolphin ever.
What do you say?
I mean, if you actually just be pacing it down, he does not want to get in that water for love nor money. Yeah, I think he'd just be sort of like pleading with Byron or Randall. Just
You'd see me kind of. I've just shut the door and I'm kind of like hanging my head in literal shame.
There must be something we can do. What have you done?
and then I think I'll just pass my go to Crassus.
Okay.
Does not want to get in the water.
Crassus.
I'm going to perception check again to try and find out
All right.
the water. Fuck, it's on my crab stats, not on my stats. And that's on it's a whiz based, so that's 11.
You only need a 10, so you spot him like a crab would spot a small piece of bacon in a net.
I'm going to use my crab swim speed to go up to him, remaining 5 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm then going to drop crab form. I'm going to grab him and start swimming for the surface.
Okay. It's going to be athletics. So,
Okay.
yeah, a body crashes into you and starts pulling at you.
Athletics.
Helping as best you can.
Yes.
I'm proficient. Can I help?
It's a 5.
So you grab hold of him and start kicking, but the weight of him in the chain with his arm locked in his ears, he just starts pulling you down. Okay, so you're now both 30 feet from the surface.
Can I dash? Oh no, because the action would be dragging him, wouldn't it? Yeah, cool.
Okay, Crassus is done. Brian.
We'll keep meditating and just grin. Circle of life. Things live, things die, things happen. There's nothing we can do as of yet, but wait. And then I'll hold action, toll the dead for the Aldani note. Fuck the shark.
Okay. No one's seen the shark at this time yet. Oh, actually, I'll let you make a perception check.
I suppose I'll keep my
He doesn't want to do a perception check.
I haven't seen the shark, don't want to see the shark.
Ignorance is bliss, eyes are closed.
Okay, then we stop around there and so you shut the door.
Crash. There's a number of prisoners. And I think more of those crab creatures. We need to do something.
That's it.
But I will step out of the way of the door because I don't know what he's going to do. So I'll step back 10 feet back towards where we came.
Like,
Yeah.
a bit more?
No, that's fine as long as the door is like the interaction of the door. Because you're what? You're half orc? Big.
Yeah, half orc, big boy.
Yeah. I'm clearing a path if you choose to do something rash.
Like a charge straight through.
Alrighty.
I don't know what he's doing, but
That's fine, yeah. So you're going to move back from the door, ready for whatever's going to happen next. Elril. So there are arms around you, you can feel feet kicking out, but you still feel that you're descending.
I'm gonna feel around, touch Crassus. I'm gonna like turn my body to touch Crassus.
Yeah, you can just about see out the neck hole of the chain that it is Crassus there.
I need to build an inbuilt buoyancy device into my hat so it just like blows out with this inflatable raft or something for quick ascension in moments like these.
You can have 15 points of healing
Very kind of you.
as I see that blood is pouring from your body.
No vocals required?
It's lay on hands.
I
will
have
read it.
lots
It's-
of puncture
I have a
wounds.
pool of healing power that can restore 5 HP.
That's
as an
totally
action
fine.
I can touch, and it's just channeling it through my body.
Yeah, just check it.
I was going to cast a spell, but that's also an action, so I can't do that. And I'm going to.
Okay, if you're trying to go up as well, then Crassus will get advantage on his athletics next time.
Excellent. I can use every help I can get.
Okay, so the shark surfaces and the water, and you see the fin come up, circling round. and then slide down beneath the water. What's his movement speed? Oh,
That bird looks silly.
he swims 40 feet, so he can easily get down to you.
Yeah.
So the fin goes down, and here he comes. He's got blood frenzy, so he gets advantage against any creature that doesn't have all. Do you have all of your hit points?
I don't have all of my hit points.
He gets advantage against any creature that doesn't have all of its hit points.
He gets
disadvantage
Sorry,
to
that's
poison
the
as well,
max.
doesn't
He gets disadvantage with the poison, so it's straight roll. Then.
Yes.
Yes, well remembered. Where did it go?
We could do with a 1 and a 2 here. Oh no, yeah, just straight on the other way. It's above 10. I can tell from your face.
It's a natural 1.
Oh.
That's what you want.
Obviously
That's
distracted
what I
by the glinting of my shiny armor.
Or had
Yeah,
a
he's
bit
swimming
of
towards you,
bad
but
taste left in his mouth.
Weakened by the poison.
I think that's his poison status gone now. I think
Okay,
he's poison till the
that's
end
cool,
of
but
it.
that was his full action. He swam down and tried to bite at you, but just skims by the side of you. You catch his fin just brushes against you as he moves past and circles around for another go. Crash.
So I'd assume the shark fin in the water by now. It was fairly.
You saw the shark fin come up and then go down again.
And you've heard me tell you
Yeah.
there's prisoners, and I think
I will. Hold on. And I will take my great axe. Can I sort of try and cut my hand and like wave it around in the water a bit to try and
Nice.
attract
Sure,
the shark
yeah,
away?
you can, yeah. Okay. Put your hand in
To
the
where
water.
we need to go to get
Yeah.
out of the water.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm here for it. It's
sort of
great.
just I'm not going to leave my hand in the water if I see the shark coming up. But if I don't see the shark coming up, I'm kind of screwed. But
Okay.
I'm sort of just trying to help in any way I
That's
can
very cool.
without getting in the water.
So cut your hand and put it in the water. That's you done.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, great. Crassus.
I'm going to attempt to swim with Elril. I'm going to kind of, because we're 60 feet out as I remember, so I'm going to try and go like 30 degrees, like 30 feet like diagonally.
Okay. Athletics check then, please.
With advantage, it's a 1 or a 15. So
We'll take the 15, thanks.
So that'd be 18 in total.
Nice.
Well, 15 is what I was looking for. So you kick your legs violently with him in hand. His legs are kicking at the same time. So a short distance away, you see them emerge from the water like the Red October.
Can we dash it and swim again?
You can, yes.
It's a 17 and a natural 20.
Okay, that gets you within 20 feet of the edge.
So we're opposite.
Quite literally.
So if we're here, I'll just fish the boat off the edge, and shark was where we were. So
Yeah.
he's probably just there-ish.
Yeah, that'll do nicely.
Thank you, Crassus.
Okay.
Don't thank
I
me,
may-
X. We're not at the edge.
I may have hindered them though, because they're swimming in the same direction. I'm waving my.
Although he might try and jump for you. If you're lucky, he'll jump and beach.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so like the sharks, you've got the blend of here he is, and then they've come up in the middle. Oh shit!
Yeah, so whatever way the shark's coming, it's this way.
Pull your hand out of the water.
Don't think so. It's the backside here.
Okay, Crass is great. Brian.
Same as before, except this time I'll stop crouching and I'll stand.
Okay.
Eyes still closed.
I'll open up my eyes this time though.
Top of the round. There we go.
despite the commotion that's happening over by the water, I'm going to try and listen. I'll guide myself and I'll try and listen if I can hear or whatever's going on in the room that just cause absolute shaming.
Okay, perception check.
Wisdom guidance because then we can need it. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
22, 27.
Okay. There's more furious voices on the other side of the door now. Can't make out exactly what they're saying.
But of course, the commotion.
Yeah. The alarm's definitely been raised.
Yes. You may have killed a prisoner because if they think he's got contraband. Yeah.
That's it. I always spend my entire time focusing on what's going on.
Alright, Elril.
I'm gonna shout, Bria, if you've got some healing, Crassus needs it. He needs it now before the blood spills out. I'm gonna cast minor illusion back down into the water, 30 foot away from us, and I'm going to kind of like make it a picture of Crassus leading out 30 foot in the water down that way.
Alright, okay.
Spicy.
Because I can do that. But shouting out, Bria, fucking need your help. Stop fucking around.
So we're going to get a perception check for this shark then.
Have your healing word I need to touch.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know what healing you've got. So I know you're a healer. I know Erendil's a healer, but he's out of spells.
It's the illusion, it's an image, isn't it?
Yeah, minor illusion. It's just an image. So it says, a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image. The creature can determine if that is an illusion with a successful intelligence check.
I guess if it's sound or vision based sensing.
Yeah, well, it's blood with a shark. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a check for him, but I think he's gonna have a good chance of seeing through it.
Yeah, probably, but I'm just trying to do what I can.
Every little helps, man.
Okay. He nat 20'd.
Yeah.
No, it was a really good idea. But I was just looking at it.
I can make a smell.
You probably have.
Several.
No, I'm just looking at his stat block and I see he's got blind sight and blood frenzy and all that sort of stuff. So I think.
Yeah, the only other thing would be to create the smell of blood, but not knowing how sharks work.
I think it was a great idea.
Yeah.
But and he probably dips towards it, but then catches the actual scent of blood.
Yeah.
And he's going to power on towards you.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't expect it to work. I was just like, woo!
So, Crash, you see the fin appear and start moving directly towards them at speed. He moves 40 feet.
He moves 40 feet. We moved 60, so he'd be just slightly off still.
Yeah, he did.
Square
You
or
were
two,
low.
yeah.
He was low. So he's come up, and now he's just a short distance away from you. He's going to double move to get right next to you, but can't attack. So the fin is right on them. In fact, he will use it. He was 20 feet away from you, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
So spend the extra 20 feet to come around in front of you. So you see the fin come up and circle them. Okay. Nothing happens by the door, so it's Kresh.
I mean, I can't really attack him from... Even if I was right next to him, I can't attack something in the water while I'm standing on land. I don't see
Certainly
how that
slap your axe at the surface of the
I
water.
don't see how that would feasibly work, though, even if he was pretty close, but... I think at this point, Koresh would... I mean, he's got no armour on him. All he's got is this great axe at the moment. And his linens or whatever he's got to cover his decency, but... do you know what? I think I'm going to try and make a jump and a sort of bring the axe down at the same time.
So you come round and run and make me an athletics check for you.
Yeah, because if I slip on fucking seaweed again, I swear to God. Like a little kid round a pool. Yeah.
No running. No bombing
Athletics
in
check.
the pool area.
So that one.
Oh no!
Alright, so you get to the edge of the water, place your foot on the lip of it and just leap, sailing straight over the shark and landing next to them. Whoosh, into the water. Completely missing it, so unfortunately you miss your opportunity to get the attack.
Yep,
You jump.
no problem.
Misjudged the jump. Sorry, Crash. Crassus!
That was an impressive jump.
It was pretty clutch. to
He
be fair.
jumped the shark.
Which was the plan all along.
Shark. So when you say the shark doubles on, just so we can make sure we know what square he's actually in. Doubles on front, so directly adjacent, I presume.
Yeah, he's a large creature, so he's occupying 4
So it
squares.
does occupy 4 squares, and we can't. So that's a solid.
That's a solid. That's a.
Is
That's
that a
piece of-
platform?
It is a platform.
How far can you jump?
Out of water in chainmail.
With it wrapped around his head.
I'm gonna swim, dragging Elril with me if that's acceptable.
Yep.
We're gonna go 5, 10. Sorry, he was in there. 5, 10. I'm gonna swing Elril around the other side of me and use my action to shove him out of the water.
Okay. All right. So I will take an athletics check for this.
Athletics, so that's a 14.
That's enough. All right. So you come round and through you, you just about managed to get the top part of Elric on the side of the water.
Like a beach
Chainmail
seal.
shirt, side off.
Heavy bits out.
I could do with a hand.
And inflict wounds as a push you back in.
Lightning bolt.
Baruchu.
Okay, so you're up. That's Crassus done. Yeah. Okay, Bria.
We're going to move. We're going to walk very slowly. 10. Going to grab hold of Elril.
Should we find the most undignified way to...
No, I'll pull him up. Were you up on the side? Sorry, you were. But
Yeah, the top
Top
half
half of the body, kind of like that.
One arm locked in the sleeve
well,
of his chain.
try sort his chainmail out, assuming that he can't do it with no hands at the moment. So I'll try sort his. I'll have him as my action just to sort his
that's fine.
chainmail out.
You pull him up a bit, and then with a shunt, your arm slips back with the chainmail and it goes back into place.
That age-old problem where you get a rivet caught in the neckline and
Yeah.
you're just trapped.
Thank you, Brian. We have some disagreements, but I appreciate
Fish
it.
you
The
out
circle
on
continues for you.
You should see.
And then that is me done.
You know how they say always apply your own oxygen mask in a plane before helping others? What I've done is I've tried to help others before applying my own. And now I've made everything worse.
I feel like what you've done is
It
gone and
could have-
opened the door of the plane and jumped out.
Could have been epic. You
The
could
ground's
have
down
done the whole
there.
Aquaman job, axe bellied in the back of the shark, going for a ride job.
that'd be
yeah.
brilliant, wouldn't it?
All right, Arendelle, top of round. That you can hear the commotion going on the other side of the door. No one's tried the door yet.
I'm not stupid enough to open the door.
For a third time.
I'm going to grab my holy symbol and I'm going to pray for Mother to watch over the prisoners and keep them safe until we can get to them.
Okay. All right. Good.
So it's
Take
just
a
a case of
religion-
just like,
I'll take a religion check to see if she hears you. I understand the call centre at Ali's office is better than the.
Is it outsourced to Baru?
that'll be a 14.
Okay.
So it's just give us a moment.
So that moves us on to Elril. Chainmail sorted.
Chainmail sorted, hands free.
on
Sharks
the-
still in the water.
Sharks in the water. Crassus in the water. Crash in the water.
One out, one in.
Well, then I do to you a fair Spanish, please.
And Koresh is on the wrong side of the shark.
You're all on the wrong side of the shark.
Well, I'm out of water now.
We're on the aquatic. I'm on the aquatic side.
Hey, Benny, you're on the wrong side of the river.
I am going to send an Eldritch Blast at the shark.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's near the surface, you can definitely see him. So.
Because I feel that if I try and pull Crassus out, I'm just going to go whoosh, straight back in.
Yeah, best not risk it.
That'll be an 8.
Okay. That's a no. Because just the water explodes like someone fishing with dynamite.
I'm going to stand and move away from the edge.
How far? 10, 15?
15 foot.
15 feet.
Okay. Shark's go. Shark is going to. He's going to take a dib at Kresh. So changing his angle, feeling the blood coming from your hand. Are you on your full hit points?
Don't feel like I should tell you that. Yeah, yes I am. Yeah.
You are. Okay, so he just gets a regular attack. It's a 14.
AC 10.
Okay. Wow, it's the AC 10 party.
Woo! High five!
Yeah! Who'd have thought the clerics would be higher?
Although you've got AC 10 because you're wearing no armour.
17 AC.
I've got AC 10 with armour.
So 8 points of piercing damage as the teeth clamp into you.
Cut the basket out of the cup.
We've pushed our luck, I think, quite a bit with the Aldani not coming out to investigate a lot of stuff.
Oh.
Brother Cedric and Brother Gregory have came to visit.
Okay. So, coming out of the water, this one is going to come up behind you. You will go to Varu and apologize for what you've done. All right. Claw.
Worst rescue party ever.
Okay. 8 to hit you. Natural 1.
Oh.
So he misses. So we'll come up on you. I've already forgotten what the first was. 14 to hit you.
That's my AC, yeah.
Claw clamps into you. For 8 points of damage. The claw cuts through your flesh, holding you still. You're grappled. A second claw comes in. Definitely going to hurt you. This one is 6 points of damage.
I'm down.
He's down.
Okay, so he falls down to the ground. Looking round, you can see him down on the ground. One pincer holding him up off the ground. One claw in the air. Varu, this life for you! That's him done. He's not there anymore. This one through the door. This one is over here. Probably see. So he's coming upon you. Snip. 20.
20 will do it.
For 5 points of damage. And you're grappled. And a second snip. 16.
That's a miss.
Nice.
Okay.
Studded leather and a shield.
As you look past the Aldani, you see the Sargon next to one of the prisoners with his trident, and he puts it through him, stabbing and killing one. Alright, so that's my go. That means it's Crash's go.
Sort of panicking because I'll have a chunk taken out of me. I will make my way to the shore. 15.
Attack opportunity.
Yep. I'll risk it for a biscuit.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Oh, this
And
is
then is it an action to get sort of climb up back
No, you
out?
can get up there for free.
Happy days. 20. And then I'll turn round and sort of offer my hand out to Crassus.
Okay, cool. Crassus, you're up.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm not going that way. Sorry. I'm just trying to count the square. These are 4 squares, aren't they? So that's. So I'm gonna hop out directly. Sorry, your butt's too big.
That's right. I didn't know the base was going to be as big as it was when it.
So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15. I'm just trying to figure. I'm going to use my ring of Misty Step. I'm going to burn a charge to Misty Step to here.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to bonus action crab. Go back to my other crab and then go my additional move with my other 15 feet in the bin. And I'm gonna snip him!
Can you snip it?
Yes, you can!
I fucking hope I can snip it, otherwise this will be very embarrassing and not at all cool. Snip, snip, multi-attacks. It doesn't look like it's a snip, I'm afraid. Where is my attack stats? +4. Unless a 10 wound hits him, I've got nothing.
Okay.
Going to get you, Brian.
No, it does not.
That is me done.
Going to get you, Barbara.
Alright, Crassus is done.
Uh-huh.
7 failed.
That's a 7, it's a fail. Okay, for Varu. Arendelle.
I'm grappled, aren't I?
You are grappled.
So my speed is 0.
Mm-hmm.
That destroys my plan entirely.
Maybe I should have saved some of my healing. Needed to spaff that to save Crassus. To save me. I'm sorry, Bria.
Well, I'm regretting saying we should go get the child a lot now. How was I meant to know there's a fucking shark?
What Crassus would have done.
Yeah.
And Elril.
After reading it, I can't even do that. I was going to take the dodge action, but the last line of it says, you lose this benefit if you are incapacitated or your speed drops to 0.
Sounds unfortunate.
It does indeed. Can I...
Can I shit it?
It's an action to break a grapple, isn't it, usually?
It is. Yes,
Yeah.
you have to try and break it.
I will try and break the grapple.
Okay, 1 Eldani grapple break-in coming up.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Either.
It's going to be acrobatics. This is the dex guy.
You need an 11.
I've got a +3, so I need an 8. That's a 4.
Yeah, you wriggle trying to get free from it, but the claw just cuts tighter into your arm.
Fuck the car.
Claw. Okay, that's your action done.
Yeah.
You have no movement. Any
Nope.
bonus action?
No.
Okay, Elril.
Just a help. Help.
I'll aid you shortly, Arendelle. We have Bria down, and I am going to ask for do I go with Sacred Flame or Guiding Bolt?
Still trying to find your path. There may be redemption for you.
I'm going to try and... Is there a gap between me and the...
Yeah, so
One holding
he's in
rear.
this square here. There's a square there and a square there that you could go to.
That means that I'm at a range distance, and I'm going to send a Guiding Bolt at the one holding rear.
With your emboldened bond. Because that works now you're attacking something.
Thank you.
It still happens even if I'm down.
Well, that'll be 20 without the +5.
Nah.
You never know.
Yeah.
There are creatures with stupid height. This is the best I can do, I'm afraid. So it's 4d6. It's not bad, it's not bad. That's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Radiant straight up behind.
That'll do.
Okay, red one.
Standing by.
Yep. And then I'm going to...
Where's gold leader?
Someone had to say it.
How much damage again? Sorry, Ross.
10 radiance.
10 radiant.
I will stand the other side. He also shines with a mystical dim light. So if anybody attacks him, they have advantage.
Okay.
So it's the next attack. But I will take a step forwards, trying to distract him. So I'm stood next to him, essentially. Go, Crash, go the other side!
He's standing to there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
It's there. Okay. You coming in, the Swagian is going to try and take a crack at you.
The way that I see that is I feel quite emboldened by what I heard in my head. Not sure whether it's you or, or voices in my head.
Okay, so he's going to stab at you 2 times with his trident. He thrusts out with one hand on the prisoner, but as it comes back, he wraps his second hand round it to apply more force, thrust towards you. So that is a 13 to hit you with a spear.
AC 14.
Nice.
Second jab at you. This time it's a 17 to hit you.
It's not higher than my 14 AC.
So yeah, and it's ridiculous, isn't it? I know what your AC is. Why do I wait? Oh, because you could do something, couldn't you? You could probably say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
I cast."
I've got nothing.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
6 points of piercing damage
6
as the 3 prongs pierce your shell.
You get to do your funky thing again now.
Yeah, I'm filthy. So DC 12 contract, please.
Filthiest crab you've ever seen.
Sorry, I feel like how much damage did you say? Was it 6?
Yes.
6.
And at my 7th row, I got 3 on.
3. So you're poisoned and you contract sewer plague.
Alright.
I just want to see what the sewer plague does.
It just, I imagine as the spear pierces you, just stuff sprays out of the wound directly into his mouth and eyes.
I've got a thick layer of shite all over.
It's a shell.
Well, considering that the picture literally has raw sewage on the back of the shell.
Oh, it's awful.
I say, here he is if anybody wants to look at this spicy devil.
Ooh, tasty.
Not the one that you want for your dinner then.
Yeah, you'd be flicking that back in the ocean.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that was not
It's
going
the shit
soup, is
crab.
I'm decorating what used to be Harriet's room at the moment, and we haven't touched it since she moved in. We all moved into the house.
it? You haven't painted it with excrement, have you?
No. But I've stripped it down, and I got round to wallpaper, and I got to the window, and I opened the window to, oh my god, it's disgusting. All around the outer side of it is black on the... So I got like a bowl full of bleach and water and everything, and I've gone round with this thing, just pulling all stuff, going around the outside of the frame as well. And I did this part, And I went out. I leant outside the window to get the other side, and then I felt all this stuff just drop on my head from above. No!
That's great.
Right in my hair. Yeah. Stop what I'm doing. Head in the sink.
Lock that memory away in a vault and never return to it.
Yeah, because it's big clumps of what might be spider matter. And it's,
gross.
Yeah, and that's you. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so
delicious.
Not your crab form, but
I suppose the only thing would have been worse is if I was clean upward.
Anyway, eyes and mouth. I suppose you've got the glasses at least.
Oh, that's gross. Anyway, so that sprays out at him. He's poisoned. Brilliant. So. Ooh. Are you? So what's the status of you? Are you still unconscious? You've been healed?
No, I'm unconscious. 1 fail.
Brilliant. Should I snip you again?
You're not supposed to enjoy this, you know.
I'm grappled. I'm grappled still. So.
Does want to give assault of Aru?
Yeah.
You're right next to him.
yeah, sword and shield drawn.
Yeah. I'll snip you
Shouting
instead.
to Koresh to come.
I wouldn't take it badly if you would. I would understand him and snip him again and kill him.
Okay. The shark goes back beneath the surface of the water and just disappears. So, alright, so the Aldani next to this, looking down at claw out towards you. Okay, come on. 19.
Beat my AC, sir.
Okay, 9 points of damage.
I can take it, sir.
And you are grappled.
I am, sir.
He releases Briar and goes for you with a second claw.
Good.
Just an 11 this time.
That's a miss.
Yeah. So just on your armour. Relieved you kept the chain on in the end. That's him done. So unfortunately Arundel's going to get a real hammering now. They're on either side of you. They've got advantage.
You're looking for 17.
17. Alright, first one. That's a 21. For 6 points of slashing damage. Second one. That is a 17 to hit.
Exactly what you need.
For 5 points of slashing damage.
I'm still standing.
The one on the other side. It's going to hit you.
Down. Oh, on 1 HP.
You're down. So as you drop, you can see this one claw him in the back and then release him as the Aldani in front of him claws and lifts him up. Blood running down Erendel's body. He still has his movement, so he's going to over to the other side. I've got O'Neill here and then snip you in the back. 21
Yep, that's gonna hit.
for 8 points of damage.
Outstanding.
And you're grappled by him. Grapply.
Shoots. This is the time I've got this far.
This door opens. He's done his thing. I am done. It's Crash's go. It don't look good.
Yeah, I'll hop round this way, which is about 25 feet.
I'm going to blame the two people who prioritise their real life over this. That's whose fault it is.
Yeah. And obviously, hearing Elwill's request, I'll come back at this one. And do I get advantage to hit?
If you're hitting that one, you've got advantage from guiding bolt anyway.
To hit, not on the damage, yeah?
Just hit.
And you got your +4.
Yes.
Yes, oh yes.
Or your dice, sorry, your D4.
Okay, so I've got a 19 and a 6, so I'll take the 19 and...
That's going to hit.
Yeah, it's going to hit anyway, so regardless. And then our Great Axe. D12 plus some stuff. Yes, thank you.
Mark him. Plus
4. 7 plus 4 is
11.
11, thank you.
Okay. Your great axe cracks into the shell, splitting him open, but he's still up. Thank you, Jen.
If you're gonna turn the tide.
No, I can't really. No, that's me done.
Okay. Crassus.
Snip.
Taking point.
Oh, this might be good. So, sorry, that was a 15 for an knocks it over. We were plus 4, so it's a 19 and a 22.
Yes. I'm just going to say yes to that.
Unfortunately, my damage is not so good. So that's 5 and 6 points, and I am bludgeoning damage.
5 and 6 points. It's 11.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. She's cutting into his flesh. He's still up.
And that's all I've got.
That's all you got?
That's all I have got.
Brian.
It's a fucking 7 again.
That's a 7. That's
Sorry,
2.
I'll kill myself if I don't need to.
Yeah, don't want to waste those actions.
I know, right?
So that's 2. You've got 1 left.
Yeah, we're not going to use that dice again, I don't think.
Top of the round, Erendil.
Death saving throw. That's an 11. That's a 1 pass.
Elril.
I'm sorry you had to waste your lay on hands on me earlier.
Very deep.
It goes so fast when everyone's unconscious.
It does, doesn't it? It's already faster because there's only 5 people.
So effectively, it's 3 people when we're on saves.
Only 2 people in this combat out here. Crassus is going mano a mano with his Sargi.
Well, you might kill him and the mount will explode. Could happen. Strange things have happened.
So
So I'm hoping
we've
for
got
getting them.
Bree down,
Lethal explosion, I guess.
Erendil down. Bria is looking pretty bad. How badly hurt does the one in front of me look? Because I'm barely alive here.
He's quite messed up.
I'm sure this is what you want me to do, Lord. I'm going to take a swing at the one in front of me. With my D4.
Every bit counts.
D4 does count and help, and that'll be 18.
Yep.
D8 plus 2. It's not what he wants me to do, it's only 3 slashing.
Okay, that's not enough. He's still up. Well done.
Yeah, my bonus action healing stuff's already spent because we scrapped that last time. I've got 2 weapon fighting, which doesn't help when I'm holding a shield. Lord, if there is anything you can do, I know you have said I can redeem myself. Let me prove it to you. I'm sure you have better things for me. I'm shouting it loud at the top of my voice at this point.
Alright.
And that's it. That's all I can do.
Excellent.
Or I
Okay.
can disengage from it, but
The Aldani that's holding you up drops you to the ground. So you see him drop Erendil to the ground. He shouts to the ones on it, "Finish them, then him!" And then he will come through the door. snip. The snipper. The snipper becomes the snippy.
It's zipped.
That's 11.
It's a miss.
Second one. That's 12.
It's also a miss. And can you do a DC 12 con check for me, please?
Get it in one go.
Filthy.
1.
He's contracted sewer plague, and he is also
poisoned.
Oh,
Okay, and the Swaggin then will, looking in disbelief, shouts up at the Eldani. Finish this one. I will get to the ball and finish this. He's going to stab at you though. Stab. That's a 14.
it hits.
For 4 points of damage.
4 points.
And a 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay, and then he will run to the door.
How shut up does he look?
He was poisoned, wasn't he?
So yeah, that was until the end of his turn, but he attacked me again, so he'll have another DC 12 test to see.
Which is going to fail. But that one attack that he made at you, I didn't roll
The
disadvantage.
first one would have been with advantage because you wouldn't have been poisoned, which is the one that hit. The second roll would have been a flat roll because you just failed your check, so it wouldn't have made any difference because you missed him anyway.
Right, the one I hit him at though.
It was the first roll, which is the one which would have sent the spores up, and that's when you would have failed. So it would have been a flat roll for the second one. But you failed to hit him on the second hit.
Yeah.
The first, so
No, I hit him once though.
Yeah, the
so
first attack was the hit.
Yeah.
So even if you had advantage from me being flanked, you'd still hit me anyway. But that hit was the one where you made contact with me, so that would theoretically be
I was
the
thinking
points
I had
of
disadvantage from
poison.
being poisoned last round.
You did.
The frog one was
Which
poisoned
would have
last
cancelled out
round.
my advantage, wouldn't it?
yes, it would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is
we just need
I
to
will re-roll it
retrospect
to straight roll that one where I hit you.
Okay.
It's going to miss you.
It's a miss.
I've done 4 HP left.
Okay, so
Again.
he runs across the room. So you can take an attack opportunity if you want one.
I would like to. How bad does he look?
He's quite injured. Like his health bar is.
It's a 16.
That's a hit.
5 points of damage.
Nice.
5 points. Okay, so he runs across the room, gets to the door. You sniff at him, but it's not enough, so he gets away from you. All right, in here then. The one behind you. Snip. That is going to be a 15 to hit you.
That's a miss.
And then the other one is going to be a 17 to hit you.
Still a miss.
Then the one in front of you is going to snip. Snip on either side. So one on you. 22.
That'll hit.
Yeah. I thought it might.
What's your, if your plus is more than, if you've got pluses on bank, I've only got 2 HP.
Oh, well, it's going to do a +1. So it's, yeah. So 2 is the minimum I can do.
Yeah.
You're going down.
Yep.
All right. Snips him go down. Then he turns on you. Ooh, could this be the night? Right.
There's no shame in running because we.
Oh no, I know.
15 to hit you
That hits.
for 3 points of damage. And you're grappled.
Forget the running idea. You grappled.
Kresh,
Yeah.
you're up.
Can I? I'll try and break the grapple. And that's a.
It's your action to do that, and
Yeah.
it's an athletics or acrobatics check.
Just think of my D4 for I will go for an athletics check if that's okay. Just try and brute force the way through. So I get +4 anyway, so it's 5 + 4 + 9 is 13.
That's enough. You only need 11.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, you grab the claw and
yeah, I'll
crick it open, and then come free of him.
I'm really conflicted, but I think Koresh would be like, I'm not waiting to die down here in this bloody shithole. I think he would start climbing the ladder, or turn to attempt to climb the ladder.
Okay.
At least.
So are you going to move away to where the ladder is?
Yes, which will be an attack opportunity, I imagine.
It will be an attack of opportunity. It's an 18.
It's.
He's re-grappled.
Yeah.
You'll do 7 points of damage to you.
That's fine. My re-grappled again, yeah?
You are re-grappled, so
Yeah.
your movement goes to 0.
Okay. How much damage? Sorry, 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Crassus.
I'm going to take an attack of opportunity over here.
Okay.
Gonna go.
What's happening?
He's going to do it.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yes.
Poisons.
That makes all the difference. That brings it down to an 8.
Can I see through into this other room now? I'm opposite the doorway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rules question.
Yeah.
I'm in wild shape. Can I still use the ring of Misty Step that I have on my normal human body? Or could I not use a charging?
Wild shell form. So wild shapes will work like polymorph, I'm assuming, which means that everything that which is part
absorbs into your being.
absorbed into the new form.
So I could theoretically use.
Don't think you can, because essentially you don't have equipment.
Yeah. Oh, there's snake boys too.
So while I'm using those, they're actually representing eel folk.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh, fucking hell.
You're actually disengaged.
Is there, and there's no sight of the bowl. No sight of the bowl.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I will just continue to move then, so I'll go to 15, 20 to here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna snip him a couple of times, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the old 1-2, the old trusty 1-2. Don't let me down. So that's a 15
Yep.
and a fumble. Get in the bin. Yeah, 15 and then that one.
That's a hit.
It's a 5 damage.
Nice.
That's
Very
enough.
Consistent.
Yay.
Excellent.
You're down. Okay.
I still have what did I move? 25.
20.
So I've got 5. Oh yeah, 20. Thank you. So I'll move to there.
Okay. Cross is done.
That's me done.
Right.
Using different dice this time.
Okay.
Nope.
No, sorry, dude.
That is.
Another character.
Okay.
Another character dead. Alright. Top of the round, Arendelle.
Let's see what I have.
I'm dead.
Kind of fucking 19.
19.
One of the 20.
One successes.
That's 2 successes.
You still get your D4 now, your box slogs.
Yeah, it's time limit based, or until I cast
And
it
this is a
again.
saving throw.
Saving throw. Oh yeah, because you can't attack yet.
It's a
Yeah,
saving
saving
throw.
throw. Yeah.
And it is on saving throws. as
Yep.
well.
Saving throws. Yeah.
That makes all the difference. Because it helps massively.
My only regret for not putting it on me.
That's a success.
That's a success. Alright. Me again.
No.
No.
None.
No, the one that heals.
Okay.
So I've got a channel doing it. That's it.
Let me double check actually. Maybe I've got some stuff in my lower spell slots.
Just get to use an action.
I've got a couple of higher level slots, so I can burn a few.
Burn it out.
I can burn a few. I'm coming back, boys.
Okay. So the one in the room with you, Crassus, watching you as you move across, he reaches out with a pincer and snips one more of the prisoners across the neck. Why do you betray the sea, crab? The Roo will hear about you!
Sure he will.
And he surges forward. Tries to take an attack on you.
Disadvantage.
You'll want that then, because that gives me a 13.
14 AC.
And
Can you do a DC 12 con check for
Going
me?
across the back, dislodging all the shit. Con check. That's it. No, I failed every single con check.
Jesus. Still poisoned.
Yeah,
Still
7.
poisoned.
Still got sewer plague.
Yeah.
Double sewer plague.
He's a lobster man in that situation. Okay. This one here is going to take Ella's body and take it into the room. So, where's
Crassus to heal.
the remaining one is gonna? He's got you grappled, so he's gonna snip you. I'm not taking that. I only want to do the dice right. Okay, 2 snips. A 9 and a 21.
The 21 hits, but the 9 does not.
8 points of damage.
Still alive.
And still grappled. Okay. It's him, that's him, and that's him. That's me done. It's Kresh.
I'm going to try and attempt to break the grapple. Again. 5, 9, 12.
That's enough.
I think so. And then
You break free, you'll never escape, Varu!
I flipping will, because then I'll action surge and disengage.
Nice.
And then attempt to get up the ladder.
Yeah. You run into there and get on the ladder and start to climb. Okay. Crash done. Crassus.
He's going to jump down again.
Fuck.
I hate this. This is the worst.
It is the worst. It's a bad situation. I'm going to get a close-up of a view there, Ross.
This is your cursed character, isn't it?
Yeah. This is the second time that I've
Is
tried
there room
having
for me
this
to
guy.
circle round
He
into the
died
gap in the
in
middle here?
session
I just don't know
one,
who,
Yes,
how
yes, you
big
can.
whose spaces are.
This is
Okay,
the-
I'm going to circle round into the middle,
Okay.
and I'm going to snip the one that's holding Eldrail.
Okay.
Going for the other one too. It's a 15 and a 12.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of bludgeon damage to the one holding Eldrail.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. You snip at him. He's still up though. First time he's been injured. Okay. So that's Crassus done. Top of the round. Arendelle.
That's an 11.
Okay.
So that's my 3rd success, but
You stabilise. You've done the opposite of Briar.
Two separate ways.
Elril.
Oh, thank God for the D4. That's 13.
Second success. Alright.
Was that a 4 on the D4 then?
Yes. I rolled a 9. But it was only
My
because I had the D4. Yeah.
So you're getting up the ladder like that, and he. Snip one. That's a 15.
Hits.
For 2 points of damage.
That will reduce me to 0, but relentless endurance.
Okay, so you feel yourself starting to fall, and you come back to it, gripping hold of the phone, pulling yourself down, but you are grappled. So your movement is 0, but you're holding on to consciousness now. He is going to try and attack you again.
Always got to do his hit now, I suppose.
All he's got to do is hit. He's got +3. 13.
Oh, he hits.
Okay. Pulls you down as you lose consciousness.
Okay.
Okay. Crassus.
It's like
You're the only person up.
We're gonna. Can I squidge through that gap there, or is this dude in my way?
He will let you pass.
Okay. Disgusting crab that I am. 5, 10, 15. Better check the range on that spell before I do something regrettable.
Restore everybody's total hit points.
So I'm
And raise dead.
So I've moved 15 feet into the doorway. I'm going to pump.
Is that getting an attack of opportunity from me?
Am I still in contact diagonally there from
If
the
you're,
doorway?
you're in the doorway, are you?
Sorry, the crab model just doesn't.
Yeah,
sit
if
very
you're in the
well.
doorway, that's fine. You're not out of
Does
reach.
the poison one go on? Because he's walked out of poisoned. He's walked out of range of that one.
No.
Would that?
Okay, so where are we spell-wise? Does Cure Wounds get better at higher levels?
It can, I think.
It's an extra dice to roll.
Oh yeah, there we go. I just missed it. I was looking at my 3rd level list and I was like, I haven't got Cure Wounds here.
10 roll.
I'm going to put a 3rd level Cure Wounds into. I'm gonna uncrab. I have to
Yeah,
uncrab.
it's an extra 1d8
For every spell slot
level.
above,
Yeah.
so.
I'm in the doorway. I just don't fit in. I'm going to put a level 3 Cure Wounds into Elril, so that's 3d8. Thank you. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
And you have a plus as well.
19, 20, 21, 22 points.
I'll take the 19. Stop there, thank you. That's
Cool.
epic.
So that's 15. I'm now on my own fucking hit points. That's the problem here. And I'm going to fucking continue to move and play risky. So I'm going to step out of the door to here.
I can
to there.
snip you free of STIs. That is a 14 to hit you.
Yeah, I got no AC no more.
For 7 points of damage.
7 points. Okay. So that was 15, so that's 20, 25, 30. That's me done.
Crassus there, just on his own. Fuck that shit! Okay, Crassus done, top of the round, Erendil.
Well, I'm stable unconscious, I assume.
Stable but unconscious. Elril.
So this guy's holding me, isn't he? So I'm still grappled. So
Yes.
that's where I've read the
So
situation.
he's
He's
got
dragging
the
me.
claw is on you, and he's sort of dragging you along the ground behind him.
Good. Just where I need to be.
I planned this.
It was my fate. I am going to. Cast. I'm hoping this will work. I don't know swing, I'm at disadvantage because I'm prone. Eldritch Blast, I'm out of range. Well, not out of range, but that's a disadvantage. I don't suppose these guys look very dexterous, do they? Can I have a dex save from the one that's holding me, please? They've got big shells on, I'm assuming they're not that dexterous.
They do. You are correct. They have a minus on the dexterity.
But you rolled very nicely.
I rolled a 9.
That's fine. That's bonus cantrip. Sacred Flame's a bonus?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Sacred Flame is an action.
Is it fine? Is it?
Well, I can't do anything else.
As you grin, taking photos. I've killed them all. Look, Richard.
Okay. So that is all done. It's my go. This one is going to turn round with you, seeing crashes out there. He's going to snip you.
Instantly.
2 fail straight up. And then drop the body. And then he's going to he'll cast you aside, and then he's going to try and come up for you. Crassus, you dirty crab. 1 snip left. 11.
It's a hit.
That's
the
damn.
damage.
6 points of damage.
Still alive.
I've got one more in me, I think.
And grappled.
And grappled.
Okay, that's him done. He is moving over here. His poison gone now, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, his poison's gone, but he's still got the blade.
This one. Continue to the altar.
Look at the hell arms.
Alright, so he's attacked, they're moving to the altar. Oh yeah, that's me done. Kresh. Okay, so we've got 2 death saves failed there, so...
You need this.
Yeah, you get your D4.
Oh,
That's a
9!
9.
Oh man.
Dead.
Oh man.
Oh.
Well, that makes my next choice very easy.
Jump in the water, crab it.
Okay.
I'm sure it goes
Watching
out
the last
somewhere.
blood bubble erupt from Kresh's mouth.
I'm gonna pump a level 2 cure wounds into Erendil.
Well, I'm going to get a bad reputation because the last game that you guys played at my table I killed you as
Just
well.
looking for my spells. Okay.
I'm sorry.
There's a pack 2d8 plus
Yeah.
whatever.
2d8 looks for sure. The golden one.
Well, I know what mine is for you.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I wouldn't normally say it's
12
fine, don't worry, I
points.
got
12 total,
They're
yeah.
in a
Yes.
sticky situation
That
too.
is lovely.
Sorry.
Not as good as the other one, but we do.
Well, I only have 17 total, 12 is fucking loads.
Cool. So that's.
It's like giving guard on. Run.
I tried to stand up too close
That's
to the
like
table and
casting heal on
just
guard
straight
almost.
in. I'm then going to wibble 5, 10,
You're grappled, aren't
15.
you?
Oh shit, I'm grappled, I can't move, thanks for reminding me.
Sorry.
No, Josh just wants to see everybody die now. I'm dead, you will all join me.
The
That's
circle of life.
that's my only
will
action,
continue.
so I'm gonna have to stand here and take it.
The circle of death. Top of the round, Erendil.
I'm awake.
Yeah, you wake up to see this thing and got Crassus in front of you.
I assume you're bleeding out of every orifice you have.
Yeah.
If I look back towards where all the prisoners are, can I see Owl getting dragged away?
Oh, I'm definitely making a bit of noise.
Yeah.
You can hear the metal scraping along the floor.
Get the fuck off me, you fucker!
I will. I assume I can see you're just lifeless on the floor. I've no idea where you are.
Yeah, I'm right there, lifeless.
Oh
on the
yeah.
floor, yeah.
Also lifeless on the floor.
Yep.
No, you're lifeless. No, I've just woken up myself.
Do you have another wild shape in
I used them both. I'm done. I'm
My,
down to.
I'll stand around.
How long can you hold your breath?
my action is going to be to channel divinity.
I've got a scalpel. I don't know. Sharp
I. I'll give. You're at 10, so I'll give 5 to Crassus, who's next to me.
Thank you very much. I might survive now.
3 points over to you,
Thank you.
and 1 point to each of you. I think I'm lifeless, but I don't know they're. So
Fair
it's
enough.
just- Are they gone? I know.
it? It's appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah. If they were.
So I don't know they're dead, so it's.
Sure, yeah, it would have brought them to consciousness if they were.
That's my guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely. So you spread the magical love around.
But I'm on the floor, just catching my breath.
Sadly, nothing happens for us.
Okay. I roll.
I'm going to
It's like doing
break
CPR on
this
sausage.
freaking grapple.
Okay.
Try to split 10 across. That would be was fun.
Well, I hope I break this grapple. Strength is not my thing, nor is dexterity.
You need it broken.
I am not going to break this grapple.
It was only 11.
You say it's only 11. When you roll a 2, and you've only got a +3, a +2, doesn't help much.
Maths.
Hard. I need 5 more. So now I failed.
Okay.
So that's my action. My bonus action is to continue kicking and making lots of noise. And catch these guys' attention.
All right. Cool. So that's you done. My go.
Can't believe none of these prisoners helped.
I mean, they are.
They are
Their
tied up.
feet are bound as well as their hands.
They can hop, can't they?
Okay.
There's a dagger in there somewhere.
Exactly.
All right. Seeing you moving, Sabdan going to take a snip on you and a snip on you. So I'll do Erindale first. Snip.
Great tonight.
That's cocked. That's a 7.
Ooh, tasty.
But you're prone,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't get advantage on that then. That's a 10.
Yep, shield!
Okay.
My flimsy wooden shield is working.
Okay, Crassus. 8.
I like to be praised.
That's you done.
Yeah, just anyone.
So, Scratch. Sorry.
Thank you, Jamie.
Crassus.
As he took his claw off to snip me again and missed, am I no longer grappled?
You're no longer grappled. Yeah.
Oh, gonna hit him with my stick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the badly looking one as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so quarter staff.
No!
It's a no. It's a no.
Off his back of his shell. Crassus done.
Yeah, I've got. Can I toss my dagger as a bonus action, as in not at someone but into that room?
Sure. Yeah.
Bonus action then. I'll try and toss my dagger through the door into the other room with the prisoners and shout at them, "Get yourselves free and get yourselves free! You get the fuck out of here, you bastards!"
Slight hand check.
Sleight of hand, wrong direction. Where is sleight of hand? It's 3 and a roll of a 4.
So you throw the dagger. It's 4 is your total.
3 is my total. I
That's
rolled
his
a 4.
So you throw the
Four
dagger
spam.
and it hits and lands in the door.
There's another dagger in there. I'm hoping they'll take the cue and find out the dagger's
Okay.
How many daggers do you have to toss at prisoners to untie themselves?
We'll keep throwing daggers at you until you free yourself or die.
Probably die.
Arundel,
I will stand up. So that's half my movement.
you want to step in there?
Yeah, I can help.
So at least I don't get advantage on me now.
Like, you can be the
I
vital lift.
threw my dagger in the room. I don't have no weapon. But yeah, cantrips don't have a disadvantage when I check, do they? No.
Crassus still alive?
The one in between me and Crassus, I will Sacred Flame, so a Dex 13 save.
Yeah,
My first bit of offensive.
Yeah, baby.
Burn the fires
10.
of hell. Oh,
Yes!
It's very fitting. 1 point of radiant damage.
It's damage though.
It is damage.
It is not enough to kill him. Small flash of light on the edge of his shell. Bit of crack.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that and hope that Crassus kills him.
Well, you give me advantage now,
Yes.
so...
Okay. So, Errol,
Let's try and
start dragging you into this room.
Gonna try and raise the grapple again. Ooh, that's a lot better.
Yeah, that'll do it. So you break free of his claw. As you can see the one in the far room, bring him to the ball.
I'm going to stand up.
Please stand up.
if I can be dislodged. Neither of these two look hurt, do they?
Actually, yes.
One's had a bit of a snip, and the other's
One
probably
is
coughing.
What does sewer plague even do?
I have
Is it
no idea
evil?
what sewer plague does.
Oh god.
I don't
It's a
particularly.
long-lasting thing. I think,
Oh,
overall, so.
That poor guy's going to be very ill for a very long time.
I mean, plagues tend to spread as well, so...
The next fall of Misthas.
Plague.
Sewer
Everybody's
plague.
going to have to stay indoors for 2 years.
2 attacks of opportunity, advantage on the hits. It's probably my best bet though.
You get your D4 on hits.
Yeah,
It's more them
okay,
stabbing
so
him.
they're going to stab me, and I'm just going to go straight back down. And that's 4 attacks compared to potentially 2 grapple if I run for it. So I've used my action to
So you can't disengage now.
grapple, to break the grapple. So I think that's probably my best move, is to try and bolt on the door. And if I get through that door, I'm closing it behind me.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah, because attack opportunity is just one attack, isn't it?
yeah.
It
So
is like one and one attack.
That's my plan.
Okay. They're
Playing
both
maths,
as you see,
isn't
you get free. They're both going to take attack
Yep.
opportunity on you. As you said, we've got +3 to hit you. What are we looking for?
You're looking for 18s.
For 18s.
Oh,
So
that's a good one.
here we go.
Oh.
No. No.
Oh, yes.
Both of them miss you.
Give him clear.
Okay, yeah, you run out the other side, slamming the door shut behind you.
I'm going to be holding on to it, putting
Yeah.
all my tiny little strength behind it, and desperately look. I'm looking around to see if there's like a bar or something.
There isn't.
Yeah, didn't think there was, but that.
Yeah, you're holding.
it's
So yeah,
probably
you're looking
gonna
somewhere
do
you can
divine
block it
panic,
shut.
isn't it?
There are other prisoners in there that killed him.
Pile them up in front of the door.
That's plan 2.
Yeah.
For now, I'm just hoping that I can just
Wiggle
keep
themselves.
one away from the door.
All right, that's great though.
Ow!
Sound like
This table's doing killing everyone too.
Okay. Okay, so this guy, he's gonna one on Crassus. So +3 hitting Crassus. No.
Thank God.
On an Arundel. No.
Oh man, the tables have turned. The shoes on the other foot.
But the pair of you desperately trying to fend away every attack he's got.
I'm coming.
The door starts as the splintered wood starts That is me done. Crassus, you up?
I guess we're bash. 19 plus 3 and
Bonk you on the head.
Is bonk go straight to horny chair. Right, quarterstaff is D6. 6.
Nice.
Bonk.
6 points. Oh my god. He's still up.
Oh my god.
You've got this, Arendelle.
Arendelle, what can you do?
I have. The two options I have are an unarmed strike or Sacred Flame.
My
Okay.
dagger is also right by the door.
If I move, it'll just stab me anyway.
If you could move, I suppose if you move round one, you could pick it up. Maybe.
It's alright. Don't worry. I'm coming!
We will risk Sacred Flame, so Dex 13.
Okay, -1. 14. Okay.
I'll just grip my shield tighter and hope for the best.
Elril, up against the door.
And I can hear the pounding of the door.
Yes.
I can see claws essentially just starting to break through the door.
Yeah, it's the shining,
Yeah.
but with claws. Here's
5,
lobster.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
I'm just gonna snip your brains out.
Okay, I see how this works. I am going to run to that doorway. That's
Okay.
the 30. As I run through, free action, kind of like a hold. You know, when you're just running past the door, you just pull it, hope it just closes behind me, and I am going to pick up a dagger.
It's
No, I'm
in the
not gonna
door.
pick up a dagger. It's in the door. Okay. No, I'm armed with both
Oh, one,
sword
okay.
and shield anyway, so I wouldn't be able to. So, yeah, I would just be running the. If I can get round, I'd go around the other side of the lobster guy.
Well, to here.
Yeah. If I've got enough movement.
So, 5. Yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
To there?
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of like just pulling the door, hook the door closed with my sword, just to try and stop
Okay.
them a little bit.
So you close the doors and all the prisoners look on at you.
I'll be back!
Maybe. Alright.
If they
Help
tells me
yourselves
to.
a little bit.
Crassus!
Let's go. Let's have it.
14.
How much damage?
8.
It's okay, I'm still standing.
Arendelle.
Oof, you good?
There's 5. That's
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. Point. 8
Nope.
to hit. No, so that's a miss. Yeah! And he will. He'll release his grapple on you. And he will move to here.
I will swing.
For that.
Bada swing.
I'm
Nope,
also
still got a
going to
default.
swing just in case.
You get advantage on your swing reaction still.
I don't need it.
Oh, do you not?
That's 20 odd.
Yep.
Same.
Yep.
2.
1.
3.
Okay. Okay. You both into him, but he's still up.
Fucking hell, man.
It's like the tankiest guy.
There's
loads for him.
Lots of people have been hitting, but the amounts of damage have been
It's
incredibly low.
I would have taken a punch if he'd got ammo range.
This still
but-
took a while. Even
Okay. That's him done.
You messed with the wrong crab!
Perception check.
18.
Okay. So this door is splintered and it's open. You see one of these has come through. You see a big yellow claw.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What the fuck is that?
It's just the big one. They're even worse. I fought them before, they're bastards.
It took like a lot of Helvetians a long time, didn't it, at the bottom to get to that.
Alright, so that's me done in total, so it's Crassus's go.
Yeah, Till took a long time with a bunch of people helping him to kill one of those.
Okay.
Whack! No!
Oh, top of round, Erindale. We're not leaving until at least one of these bastards dies.
Right.
I can't risk moving away though, this is the thing.
Shit. She's flame.
Yep, sake flame, Dex 13.
Flame on!
Dex 13, -1. 5.
Yeah!
How much radiance are you getting? 4 whole points of radiant damage.
That's enough! Yeah, there's a burst of radiant energy as the back half of his shell just bursts open. He's gone.
Red one, no longer standing by.
Yeah, everyone's fucked.
Okay.
There's a bigger one through the doorway. But the prisoners.
Help! Help us! Help! Okay. So
Yeah, I'm
Erindale done.
in a crisis.
Elril.
Now you're making it my choice. This is not good.
Yeah, so if you can hold them for a turn, like we can get free, but
I feel you, Lord. They form part of that plan, not this one. There is always honour in valour, and knowing when the tides have turned. I'm going to grab. I'm going to run. Well, start walking past. I shouldn't have moved away from the door. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Towards this way.
Towards the door.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Closing the door.
If I can't see it, it's not a problem.
I have.
It's like when Charlotte used to clean her room when she was younger.
As I close it, your path has been chosen, children.
Okay.
And then I'm going
cheat,
to essentially take the dash action, but I'm going to grab Erindale as I go past him and start dragging him back towards the ladder. I can see that he's essentially frozen in a dilemma.
Yeah, does that get... Because is it
So I'd go 5, 10, 15 to there,
Yeah.
or just essentially just go, as I walk past him, just grab him and start dragging him. So he can try and oppose it if he wishes, but I'm just trying to take the dilemma out of Erindale's.
It's not a set of shock, it's just a case of not knowing, so it wouldn't take much to just...
Yeah, you're going to go. Okay. Alright, so my go. I can get that far and reopen that door.
Suddenly it's a problem
Crassus.
again. That big one took ages to get down.
well, shit.
I feel like this would have been
I was going to tidal wave them, but they've all moved in. There's too much collateral damage now.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be me done for now, so Crassus.
Because the crab wanted a child on a boat.
I'm pretty sure if you ask Elril, there will be no collateral damage. There is no one in there.
There are people and things in there, but it is their time.
They were dead anyway, weren't they?
It was all predetermined.
I'm going to step to there,
Yeah.
and I'm going to cast Gust of Wind, blast it through the doorway, 10 foot wide, straight down.
Okay.
So everything. Let me find my. Here we go. Yeah. So each creature that starts its turn line must succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in the direction of the line. Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to you.
So I'll burn that spell slot.
What's the difficulty level? Strength saving throw?
What's your spell save
Just
DC?
looking for that. Strength 15. And I'm going to shout to the other two, we can still try and save some of them, I can hold them off! And out there, like, just gusting my wind.
Yeah, and wind blowing through that.
And as he moves there, I'm going to step in
Lobster like
behind
legs
him.
can't get any traction on the floor, he's sliding back.
I'll step to there and keep channeling it forwards.
Alright. Top of round, Arundel.
Concentration. Oh, thank you.
Overall, would at least see that there's literal tears starting to form, not knowing what to do. If we can't save them, at least we can send this one away properly. And it's Crashes next to me, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sacred flame his body.
Okay.
Well, fine to me, he's pure and holy,
Yeah.
so it's,
Just underline that one a few times.
Yeah, automatic success then is a blind light of energy.
it's not like I'm going to incinerate you. It's just like a
Yeah. In short.
like a funeral pyre, essentially. It's just a case of,
Okay, did you cast that?
and then it'd be I'll be following Auror's direction. I'm being dragged along.
Okay.
Sorry, dude.
Absolute fuckers.
So that gust is just blasting into that
I'm
room,
just
isn't it?
literally like trying to
So
hold
if
them back.
I go in front of you,
You'll
I'm
get
gonna be
pushed
blasted
through
in,
as well, yeah.
and then I'm going to have to try and
You'll
save
get
them.
blasted through if you fail a strength 15 check.
Which by the sound of his strength, you probably
Rude.
He's a strong boy.
I'll tell you, I'm going to quickly pop downstairs and get another drink.
Or I'll have
like,
an existential
what are you
crisis.
gonna do in this awful situation?
I'll have a think about what my character would do.
Yeah, you think what your character would do.
I've been turned into a fuelless, probably smokeless. I assume it's like a sacred flame system.
Well, it's radiant fire, essentially, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
holy fire.
I think the problem was the shark and the Aldani triggering
Yeah,
at the same
Yes.
Yeah, if we could do it one by one, we'd be fine, but while we were wailing out here and like,
Yeah.
oh, because I wanted to
there's
save
no
the fucking
rolls.
kids!
Only
Bastard.
consolation
It's the two fighting each front.
I
The two
was
people
right.
down at the start
Shouldn't have gone
anyway.
for the kid.
Yeah. Okay, so my dilemma. This guy's not built on strength. He's got a +2 on his strength save.
Yeah, because I'm at the distance now where it has to dash to get to me,
Yep.
so it won't be able to attack.
I mean,
Do they get any other disadvantages of being in it? Or is it just a speed thing?
It's just the speed, and every turn they start it, they
What
have
do
to
you wanna
take
do?
a check or push 15 feet back.
So I could keep trying to take a flame down, but
you can't fight.
Yeah.
There's
This is
that
just
one.
concentration
Yeah, yeah.
for like 10
I know
minutes or
what the
so now.
situation is.
I can
It's
just
that-
keep
And
going.
then there's
with
loads
this.
others, so
we
Yeah.
might best take out the one Aldani.
Yeah.
The big fuck, I've never seen that
The,
fuck
the
before.
only way that we can do this is get them in a one-on-one situation where we can
Yeah.
have them in the doorway
Just gank them
and they
basically,
fight
bottle
us
like it,
one at a time. But I imagine that big fucker's got a longer reach.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got 10 foot each.
Yeah, so he'll just be clawing straight past.
Looks like he's a 4-square creature, isn't he?
Yeah. So I like the notion.
Yeah.
But
Cassie just doesn't want to give up on these people yet.
No. I'm in a moral dilemma because I want to save them as a person.
Character wouldn't necessarily.
My character has already decided
You've
what
made the fate choice, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's seen what's in this room, so he knows what else is coming if we continue. So he's made the calculation in his head. He's my most intelligent character yet.
Oh,
with
yeah.
12.
Whereas I want to save them. That's my whole purpose, is to help
Yeah.
people. But I trust in Aaron because he's the one that pull me out and fucking check the line.
Well, the only thing is,
I've got 2
you still
spell
get your
slots
D4
left
on
after
saving
this.
throws.
Yeah, so
Level
if
3.
I get blown in there,
Oh yeah, you've got.
I won't be able to get out. So
Yeah, no.
I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, my plan is to try and like edge forwards with it, but whether that'll work or
Yeah,
not is different.
I've
matters.
essentially got to walk behind you, and we've got to hope that they keep failing those saves.
So yeah,
the
if
other
they keep
night.
failing the saves, it's possible. If they don't, it might just be an I back off towards the ladder while holding them back.
Yeah, and yeah,
You
you're going to be dragged backwards. Is what I'm going to do.
Probably.
I'm going to send you up the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to essentially just hoist you onto the ladder. Go.
At this point, he's in the mindset of a child. Basically, he'll just follow.
Yep.
Follow the guidance.
You're going to feel a hand grab your back as an Eldritch Blast goes past you, and I'm going to start dragging you backwards as well. But I'm going to use you kind of like with that gust going.
Oh no.
You're also Josh.
This
You're
is
also
the way it was
getting
meant
the
to
radiant
be.
barbecue. By the way, that's coming.
That's fine.
So that's
wish we
my
weren't
plan. Just
fucking
to let you know.
inside, or I could have called lightning so many times.
Yeah, my bonus healing was used last game. My 15 was channeled into you to keep your life in the water.
Yeah.
I've came down here with just channel divinity, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Fair play. Fair play.
I had no spell slots to come down here with.
I'm a fucking child.
So when these bags of crisps, they can take it's a jumbo bag and it contains the amount of crisps that used to be in bags of crisps.
So that's about
Well,
right.
with even
They just
more
like
oxygen.
wasting the foil.
More
Yeah, it's a jumbo bag, but it's just a regular packet of crisps.
So, Arundel, go up the ladder.
Yeah, it'll just be just a tear streaming nod.
I'm going to go up behind the side Crassus, send an Eldritch Blast into the closest one.
Mm-hmm.
18 plus 5, so hoping that hits.
Yep.
He's going to take D10 damage. Of course, it's 1 force damage, of course. And then I'm going to essentially, as I cast it, I'm distracted while I'm saying, Crassus, it's over. There's no more we can do. It's been decided already. And I'm going to start pulling you backwards.
I'm going to this a bit. Just give us a moment. I can force this one back. We can at least take a few of them.
It is over.
I'm going to resist the drag and stay there for the time being.
Oh, strength. Right there.
Oh, that's my D4.
22 on athletics.
On athletics. Don't drag him anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, Crassus' feet firmly planted in the ground.
And that's all I can do. So that's pretty much everything.
Okay.
Of course, that's where the other one
He's going to dip himself into the water and come around and get you.
Well, that's where the bowl is.
Nah, the bowl's that way because they've been shown about taking
Don't
them.
forget,
to
we've got
sacrifice
another
going on.
chamber with another latch. And a hatch.
It might be big enough to open it.
So this gust, is that stopping me from moving forward?
No, it doubles the.
Hindering you.
So for every 1 foot you want to move, you have to move 2. So it's
Okay.
effectively difficult terrain.
Get that closer. Feet skittering along the ground, just jamming in between the tiles. So you've got that close.
Sorry, I think. Because at the start, each creature that starts its turn in line must succeed on a staying saving throw or be pushed back. So
How long is the line?
60 feet. Yeah, 60 feet, 10 feet wide. So
Okay.
just as that's the start of his turn,
All
would
right.
he have to take the test, or
We have to take
will
the
you
test,
count
okay.
from the previous one? DC 15 it was.
He would have found that test, so he would be further back still, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so he'd push him 15 feet back, but then if he moved forward, so he'd be in the same place.
Yeah, okay, him. So he's come out, he's still in the line, so he's going to have to do it as well, isn't he?
Yes.
He gets pushed back towards the door. I suppose what he'll do is try and move around like that.
Okay.
Okay. That's me done. Crassus.
Fits me then. I'm resisting Eldor's pull. I'm going to move to into. I can't actually fit in the space, but I'm going to go into the doorway. I'm going to angle the wind so it's 10 feet there, so it's just clipping him.
Okay. Yeah, so move forward.
Do you know what? Actually, I'll get overconfident and I'll move through the door. I'm in that space where the door is.
Yeah.
I'll just put some of my bases there.
I'll take the door out, we know the door's there. There you go.
So I'll stand on that space there, just the other side of the door, and yeah, angle it so it's directly forcing him that way and him into the.
Alright. Crassus is done, Arundel. You're climbing up the ladder.
Before I do, I'll look back and through some tears. I mean, Mother embrace this one as well, and it'd be
Not what I thought you were going with. Mother! Embrace this one as well.
yeah, second flame on Brian.
Okay.
I thought you were going to go Christopher
So-
Walken then.
Sorry, can I just fit a quick shout in at the end of my turn? Now I'm just going to shout at the prisoners. Okay, it's now or never, lads. Get yourselves out. There's a dagger on the floor somewhere. Hurry!
And yeah, movement it'd be. I'll be climbing the ladder, but it'd be very like slow. It's
Okay. Errol.
So how wide is this gust?
10 feet wide
So it's essentially blasting.
from me. So
This way.
So you could get out of the door and along the wall without catching it.
Yeah,
Because it'll start here and go
but
out.
we've got. So I can move in. I can get to this guy. I can cut his ropes. But that would be the action, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm imagining they're quite thick ropes.
Well, it's hands and feet are tied.
Yeah.
And then they're almost together as well, aren't they?
And dragging them is just going to cause.
Like, it's the internal conflict.
Yeah.
There is no conflict.
There is an actual human being.
Yeah. Just think.
Well, I'm not playing out there. They would throw this whole thing and be screaming out.
What would Percival do?
He turned round and snip Crassus in the back.
Exactly. Slay your hands.
Yeah, it'd be going. We're all on the same side here.
Here we go, Crassus.
Yeah.
Inflict wounds.
Clackety clackety.
It's my ship now.
Baru.
More like the Who.
Barely even hurt.
There are no wrong decisions, Ross. There's only hard decisions.
She's on the plus side, Regis is doing really well.
this is what makes D&D great though. Moments like this.
Which makes it great or which makes it torturous?
Same equal
Okay,
measure.
it's going to be in.
It is only a game, but whatever you do next will follow you forever, as everybody keeps telling you. Remember that time that Ross abandoned those prisoners? Or remember the time that Ross saved those prisoners? Or killed them himself?
Well, in his defence, he's trying to get the team out.
He is.
But in reality, he has to run faster than you, doesn't he?
I'm just saying, I killed 2 more fell followers, and that's not left.
I'm saying that there's no wrong decisions, because whatever he does, he's going to have a story attached to it.
I am going to come up to the doorway.
Close it.
Fine. Bolt the door.
Do it. I'm going to
Strike him down with all your hatred. Your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
already on the way there.
Something.
And send another Eldritch Blast at the lobster guy. Yeah. Stuff. 20 plus 5, 25. So yeah. Let's hope it's more than it's a D10. So let's roll the right dice. An 8 would not be good.
Something inevitable.
Just one more force damage, you know.
That's it.
One
force damage was that?
Yeah, just one force damage, you know, because these dice tonight.
The DPR was really high this. So
It's your father's weapon.
Youngling Slayer 5000.
There's a dagger stuck in the door, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a dagger somewhere on the
Somewhere in
floor.
here.
Yeah, so
The dagger, I believe, was over here.
Okay,
Through
so-
towards that group.
I'm going to.
What, Ross?
Agonising.
What are you going to do?
So if I'm casting Eldritch Blast, I've sheathed the sword because I need a hand free. So I'm going to pull out my dagger. But that's all I can do, so I won't be able to throw this thing.
All right.
Unless you
Excellent.
let me bonus action, just chuck it towards the closest prisoner and go.
Yeah, I will let you do this action approach towards the closest prisoner.
Let's
I'll
see
be
how
doing a
accurate
slight
it
hand
is.
check for everybody I've been doing on this to get it near them. Yes!
That's how you do it, guys.
20?
16.
Which
So it'd be the closest one. So if I know if I throw it to the wind, it's just going to get blasted in. So it's good. The only ones I can throw it to is these guys.
So it skitters on the floor and near their feet. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Strength check for this guy.
15.
He's not going to make it. So he goes back 10 feet.
15.
And then he'll try and get forward again.
And yeah, still catch him as well.
Okay. He can't really get blown back against the wall. Does it do anything if he hits him against the wall?
No. They just keep him there, I guess. And yeah, so
Well,
it just makes the
use
movement.
half his movement. He'll move slightly far to the side.
Time is slowly running out before you two are surrounded.
Rassus, I can't see the yellow one.
Okay. That's to be done. I don't have any ranged with those guys. He's
Thankfully.
out.
With those guys. There's others with range.
Okay.
Came and saved him.
It's Crassus.
The shark comes and eats me all.
Yeah.
Step to here.
I'm feeling confident.
And I'm. I'm gonna have the beam kind of angled as far that I know he's out, but I'm gonna keep it so it's like on the door in case the other bugger tries coming through, and just keep it on that.
All right.
And I'm gonna stay there.
Top around there and else.
He's in a fucking state. So I'll keep climbing the ladder.
Okay.
That takes us back up to the main level, doesn't it?
It's 40 foot of the ladder, so yeah, it'll take you to the main ladder, but you probably can get most of the way up it.
Yeah, essentially I'm not using my full movement to do it. I can get 35, but it's very subdued.
Just very slow, sobbing away. Sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. Yeah, looking down as you go. Where are they?
He's
Where
as
are
if
they?
he should or shouldn't, so it's not like a full. I'm running up the ladder. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, right?
Cool. So that's you done.
Yeah.
Let's put you a little bit higher to show that you're up the ladder. Okay. So that brings us back round to Elrond.
Eldritch Blast. 11 plus 5, 16.
Yep.
It's a new D10. If this rolls 1,
It's got to get better than
it's definitely fate looking down. Fuck's sake.
One again.
This is clearly fate
He
being
has
like
now
good at-
taken 3 points of damage.
Crassus,
On death's
this
door,
is a
clearly.
lost cause. I cannot see the other one. They have a dagger. The yellow one is somewhere.
You done?
I'm going to take a couple of steps back to free the doorway, so if a prisoner does get themselves free,
Okay.
fate has obviously deemed them worthy, and
Okay.
I am looking the other way, essentially knowing there's things in the water, and that's it.
Okay.
So, yeah, look like that.
That's you done. My go.
Sorry.
Shocking. Strength for this guy. Natural 1.
Oh.
And then he'll struggle his way forward again. This one will move up. He will stab a prisoner with his spear. Prisoner just spear through his front. One next to him who's grabbed the dagger is desperately cutting away at his ropes. He's cut away at his wrists and then going for his ankles. As you can see the eel man behind him just taking out these guys. So he's down.
At this rate, you'd be taking like a rope of dead dead prisoners to loose him. Don't worry, we've got them.
Over the side of the thing here. So yes, you're coming back. You see it. Yeah, these ones are looking up towards you, Crassus. Help! Help! Holding up their wrists with their bound. And I'm done, Crassus.
Fucking nothing. Shit. My dagger's on the fucking floor.
It's out of the water. It is behind us, Crassus.
It's a pincer fest in here. We're going to pincer move for pincer guys.
And the one doing the pincer move's got bigger pincers.
Yeah, it's got big pincers.
Oh my fucking god.
I hope you tell Harriet what a relaxing night you had when you go home.
You can hear the cogs turning.
I've got two options. I'm like, it's either risk it all or survive. One of the two. Because I've got the Misty Step ring, so I can bamf over there and dash through and bonus action to change the gust to that direction and go through there.
Yeah.
But I know there's at least 2 Eelies in there. Because the third is, I could get the ball, I could try and get some water elementals to help us. But then while I'm there, El Snippo's gonna fuck you guys up. And man, that's the dream. I just know it's not going to work because nothing ever goes to plan. So, I'm sorry, lads. I tried my best. I can't wait any longer. There's another behind us. You're on your own. We tried.
What?
I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm just going to shuffle. Can I stand on bodies?
Yes.
I am on. Am I still on fire?
Oh, that's a good point.
No, it won't be a problem. It won't be a problem because you just use some radiant energy on you.
Oh, for a second I thought it might be useful again.
It's more like a symbolic thing rather than actually barbecuing your body. It's
25.
I like to think it's a barbecue.
30. As I'm coming back through, I'm kind of like swinging the wind around so it doesn't get Eldrail and blasting him with it.
Okay. Okay, so strength over from him then.
On start
On
turn.
his go.
Yeah.
Okay, Crassus done. Arundel.
I imagine I can get to the top by this point.
Yep. So you open the hatch up again and on the top and look down.
Committed to try and save someone. I'm going to go and try and find Lucian.
Okay.
So I believe he should be upstairs. I'm heading upstairs.
That'll be you then. Okay, Elril.
Time to get the fuck out of Dodge. I am going to. Seeing Crassus is trying to blast the yellow one out of the way. I'm going to run forwards, try and drag Crassus to the ladder.
I won't resist.
Unless he resists again, yeah.
But essentially try and keep him turned back. So essentially turn and keep Crassus facing away from me.
Yeah. Where's
Knowing-
the ladder on the back
ladder's on the
wall?
last.
Because if it's on the back wall, you've got another 5 of movement there, then, haven't you?
Yeah, and
So
then
if
as
you move
soon-
and drag me to there,
And then point it out.
I
that
can
way.
just point it straight down
Yep,
there.
and then I'm going to let go.
Okay.
We have to go, and I'm dashing up the ladder.
Okay.
That's my action.
So you start clambering up the ladder. Okay. There you go. He will come up onto there.
Boom, DC 15.
DC 15. He gets +4 on his strength.
Got 5.
Roll a 5.
5. Okay.
So it's 15 straight back that way to the drink.
Then he will clamber up again, and then he will dash
So a half speed.
and get him right up into your grill. So he gets pushed back and comes right up on top of you. This one now 3. This one is he gets free and he goes to run actually, and then he will be snipped by the Eldani. He goes free. Not so fast! You come to Varu! No! No! Direct back that way. That is me done. It's Crassus's go.
You've got to fucking wait for Elril to get up the ladder.
Well, I'm.
Oh, yeah,
already
you're
up.
already
I'm already
up, aren't you?
30 foot up.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're 30 foot up, I'll just pop you on the stand if that's cool.
Yep.
There. I'll take the step back towards the ladder.
Attack opportunity, I imagine.
So, you take a step back. Okay.
Yeah.
You've got to though. You can't. Just,
I have to.
Yeah.
Is he 5 feet away from him? Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't take an attack opportunity. Letting you go. Have you dropped the gust?
No, Gust is still going.
Okay.
Gust is still going.
You got your back against the ladder now, I assume.
I've got 5 hit points left. So he gets me, I'm fucked. He gets me, I'm fucked.
I reckon he's got 10 foot if I remember.
Yeah,
He's got 10
you
foot
have
reach.
actions which you can do.
Yeah.
You can disengage it.
Can I disengage while casting a turn of spell and climbing up a
Yes.
ladder simultaneously?
Well, you can take the disengage action because
Yeah.
you can concentrate on a spell.
Yeah.
It's when you start climbing the ladder, your gust is going to be going a different direction.
Because my plan would be is to disengage, start climbing the ladder, and angle the Gust down the shaft at him, just boosting me up.
Okay.
That's the plan.
Okay. I'm glad I know what the plan is. So what are you doing?
I'm going to do what I just described.
So, like that, and you're going to move up the ladder.
Yeah.
So you move up the ladder, he's going to take attack of opportunity on you.
Even with a disengage, oh man.
Oh, you disengaged?
Yeah.
Oh, you did
Yeah,
disengage?
so
I
actually
can't take attack of
disengage
opportunity on you? No, that's fine. Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
oh shit, he's got some super cool shit.
No, he hasn't. No, he does have a
Okay.
10-foot reach. So I was waiting for you to go right. I missed the disengagement.
Yeah.
So you get on the ladder,
Disengage,
and
get up.
so he
Those are
will.
the little things that
As you start getting away, you're blasting away at the air, and he comes up towards the bottom. These tentacles that are hanging out of his mouth, flipping around you.
Fuck you, you lobster piece of shit!
Climb up. The two of you get up onto the top level in the lighthouse.
I'll scream down at him.
You and Rue can go fuck yourself!
Grandmaster race.
Alright, we're out of combat.
I am slamming that hatch down, and I'm just going to start pulling the shelving down to cover the hatch.
Okay.
I can see that they've got doors, but I don't care. That's where they came from.
Alright.
So you're officially up the ladder now, yes?
Yeah.
I'll go find Lucian.
Okay, so he's in the top room again. Did you succeed?
There's just tears down.
Oh. What happened?
We must go.
What about the others?
I'll take his hand if he'll let me.
Okay.
We must go.
What about the others? Don't tell me it's just you.
There's others. And I'll try and pull him if he'll come with me.
He'll come willingly. He'll go down the stairs. Probably in time for these two to come out the storeroom. Oh, you did all make it.
Those that were meant to make it did, yes.
2 of us weren't so fortunate. We tried our best for the man trapped down there. One managed to break free of his bonds, but was unable to escape. We couldn't do anything for them without succumbing ourselves.
Are they coming? Are they coming? The enemy
I
coming?
have barred the hatch as much as I can. I pulled your shelving down and covered it as much as I can.
I don't think that will stop the were lobsters.
The only other way is to use arcane means to put a magic seal on it.
Did you have no magic that could save the other two?
By the time
I tried.
we could do anything, they had passed on. Their souls are with Gar now.
Well, then I don't wish to leave my home, but we should go. We should go before they come up. They'll get through that trapdoor easily.
We will be back.
We'll go. We'll find others. We'll come back. And I'll try and lean towards the doorway to the lighthouse.
Is there anything you need to bring with you?
Let's just get away from this place. The 4 of you go out the door, head down the rocks, reaching the beach, which is still covered over with the high tide.
Preemptively and precautionarily, I've got some spell slots left.
And a whole bunch of heals left, but
I've got 2 spell slots, so I'm gonna splash a water breathing on everyone just in case, and I am going to use a level 2 heal on myself just in case. So that's 2d8.
So it's, the tide's in, but does the water look rough, or is it just? It is.
It does look rough. Completely, because you came across that narrow bit of beach, didn't you? And the tide was coming in at the time. Now it's completely covered over, so the lighthouse is actually isolated from the main part of the land.
Somebody head out.
It should be out in about 6 hours.
Did you say there was a boat that you had up here somewhere?
My boat was in the cave below.
Cave, just the one in the cave. I see.
That's okay as well, isn't it?
Your boat is fine.
It's still afloat.
That's good to hear.
It's floating.
It probably won't be that deep, but we should be careful of the tides, but we could probably wade it.
There's more of the creatures which may come out.
Oh god, yes, I wasn't thinking. Is there something you want to say?
No, not at all. I'm dead.
Crassus, you follow the mother, do you not? A lie?
I do follow a lie. Aye.
Pray with me that she'll fight back the waves. Just a moment. And I'll take your hand, and I want to try and
Praise her.
offer up a prayer out loud that she'll part the sea for just a moment so he can cross the sand.
I've been faithful to ye, Ally. I've done thee no wrong. I've served thee as best I
Quite
can in my
literally
way.
grasping
Hear
at
our
straws.
prayer.
Okay. So you're going to pray to a lie that she'll help you.
Yeah, with knowing that he's a follower of Elias, well, it's kind of.
Alright. Give me a religion check.
I don't want to roll my fucking dice.
If I'm playing 2, do you need anything from me or just on him?
No, just give him advantage, really.
Well, advantage, okay.
Which D20 has been rolling good?
This.
None.
Yeah, we spaffed all the good rolls in the first 10 minutes.
Yes.
Religion, I have a +3. I can't see what that is. It's
15 and 11.
So that's 18 total.
Okay, so you thrust your arms up to the heavens, praying that Eli will come and help you. And as the water's crashing over the sand, and then a big piece of water comes up and just pauses, holds above the water as the water shrinks back. That water slowly moves in with the back separating and moving up, forming a figure in front of you, like one of the water elementals that you saw before. It surges up close to where you are, like the sea surging directly towards you, froth moving over the top of it, and it pauses right there, as if a wave about to smash, but some force holding it back. A face forms in the centre of it, just slits of water where there are eyes. You briefly see a fish just move through it and then drop out flapping on the ground before the sea grabs it and pulls it back in. A mouth forms in the centre of the water and the voice comes out. You have defiled the name of Varu. This is mine. Mine. Your souls were promised to me. And you think you can run. Your god has no power here. Varu. Overwatched by Gila. We are all powerful. We will have all souls. And you are nothing. Mark me now. You. And the water's face turns in your direction as well. And you're all marked by Varu. I will take you and give you to the true god of death.
You have no power over Mother Nature herself. There is only one true god.
Your god is weak, losing her power. The old ways will return. The way has been made clear. Those that interfere, swept out of the way. From the moment your city fell, we became more powerful. Watch! The water swells up as the wave creeps over the elemental. It grows larger and sweeps over the top of you, hanging over the top, ready to drop.
I'm inside the lighthouse. So we go. 1 2. Choice.
I'm going to need a second religion check from the two of you for your prayer to align.
From the two of us this time.
So one of you with advantage because the two of you pray together.
You go.
You're backing up the steps towards Lighthouse.
So it's +3.
Allah preserve us.
Well, that was a 2. That was an 18 to 21.
Okay. The water swells and goes to drop down on you, but then pauses again, just a mere inches from slamming into you. I will let you go for now, but as I say, your souls are marked. Varu will have you. Varu will have you. The water loses its form and breaks into a wave that washes over the sand.
Feeling emboldened, I'll attempt to just start walking forward.
That's our side, lads.
I'll say to Lucia and Elril,
Let's go before they change their minds.
Nervously move forward. You have to. Water splashes towards you, but you make your way through it unimpeded back towards the main part of town. The waves seeming to be more and more aggressive around you and by you, but not directly where you walk. Your party finally makes it back to dry land. Looking back, the sea is aggressive behind you, the waves smashing around the lighthouse harder than ever. You can see that in the harbour, it appears another boat has capsized, lying on its side.
We must seek out others of more power.
A bigger party. If this Varu wishes to try and take us,
As loath as I am to admit it, we should inform whatever so-and-so's running these southern docks as well. It affects them. They have the right to know. As a man of the sea, I'll deliver the message to them.
which I have heard rumours of.
That's certainly a wise idea. But I'm determined to go back.
Yes. There was a gate or a checkpoint back there. I spoke to a nice man on guard. Perhaps he'll grant us refuge.
It's certainly worth a try. I'll not stand this Varu defiling her realm. I'll do all I can to reclaim that lighthouse.
So you wish to stay in the southern docks?
It's better than here. But
We should at least inform the guard on the edge. At least give them warning what's going on. What's affecting those ships in that harbour.
So on the southern docks, where the wall was there a gate on this side?
there was a little outpost, wasn't there?
Didn't he say-
They made a makeshift barrier to prevent people.
Did he not say we needed a pass?
I did, but perhaps he'll take pity on us.
I'll see what I can say to him.
He seemed like
Well,
a nice man just doing his job.
you spoke to him before, Arundel. A friendly face always greases the path along the way. We can but go together and speak in earnest.
Lucian, what of yourself?
As long as I think we should tell the council or the militia or someone like that. I don't know what you're talking about is going on in the southern docks, but surely the people who run the town need to know more than anyone.
Well, once we have told those at the southern docks, because they are guarding it, from what I gather, then we can head back into town and tell the other authorities as well.
We should go to the Temple of Gar as well and tell them about the people that you lost.
Of course, we said a quick prayer for those we could.
Looks brown nervously at the sea, which is still aggressively smashing all around the lighthouse. It is worse around the lighthouse than it is further up the coast.
I'm sure it has seen worse storms than this.
Let's get back towards the town in whichever direction you want to go.
Let's go straight to the southern dock. We're right here at the edge. We'll inform the guard if they choose to let us pass, so be it. If not, we'll head up through the eastern docks.
Okay, to the southern dock gate. On the beach.
As
It's been a
via
breach.
inland as possible routes.
Okay. So you go along the beach, water creeping up the sand. The barrier comes into view, and you see there's a few people on the barrier. with talking crossbows and such. And you see you approach one of the guards, grabs a crossbow. Hold there!
Is it the same guy I spoke to earlier in the day?
Guy.
Oh,
You should go back. Be careful. There's a particularly aggressive tide this afternoon.
We are aware, good sir. We have just ventured from the lighthouse. We bear grave news.
Lucian here is the Lighthouse keeper.
Yeah. Another figure comes up from behind. By all means, tell me what is the problem?
Those rumours which have been heard about ships being attacked.
Well, rumours.
I fear they are not rumours.
The followers of Varu, these foul lobster creatures, have assaulted the lighthouse. Have you heard of the artifact that the lighthouse keeper and his family had? Been able to aid ships safely, or not, as the case may be, into the harbour. These creatures have taken control of that. As you can see, they're hampering the ships in the harbour for their own ends.
I didn't know of any such artifact.
Lucian, tell them.
Well, yes, it's true. It's my family has kept helping. You should have reported this. You should have reported it to us.
We are reporting it.
Well, I didn't even know. I don't know who you are, or that you were. Why is there a wall here? I haven't been out of the lighthouse since the attack on the city. Well, we control the southern docks now for everybody's safety. And if you have an artifact there which is threatening us, you should tell us.
It was only threatening you because the creatures which came to take over, he was unable to defend himself from. He has done all he can to control the ships and aid the ships until the point he could do no more. He is but a single man against many from what we could see.
Well, I will inform Duraz. Who's Duraz? Duraz now is managing the southern docks for the time being. Well, can we get in? That is up to Duraz. I will send a messenger. He goes down and you can hear him talk to him. Send a message to Duraz immediately. Get him over here. What do you want to do? Do you want to wait, or are you happy for this message to be sent to Duraz?
How long do you expect he'll take?
It depends what else he's doing. He's a very busy man.
We are not safe on the beach.
We need sanctuary.
We either need safe passage through the southern docks into the town, or we will need to find another way. But the longer we stay on this beach, the more danger you are bringing not only to us, but yourselves.
I don't think we're on the beach now, are we? Are we further in?
It's kind of on the
beach,
barriers on the
okay.
beach ends of it. Yeah.
Land, but not
It's
very much.
essentially between the town and the waterfront is where we are.
Okay.
I understand your distress, but obviously we have rules for a reason here.
I understand rules.
And I have heard more than my share of sailors' fears.
Do I look like a sailor to you?
And then truly you do not.
I am a man of God.
Persuasion.
It's going to be longer than 10 minutes now. It would have taken longer than that to get past the wall.
Yeah, it would have been.
Ooh, that's a 14.
Get yourself in the higher ground. You have to wait on that side of the wall until Duraz says otherwise. But get yourself up there. I can have... You look exhausted. I can have something brought to you. Do you need a drink? Medical supplies?
Provisions, medical supplies would be very great, very much appreciated.
We can do that. We have an abundance of...
Have you some food?
We have an abundance of food. We can have some brought to you.
Maybe some wood for a fire. It's just waded from the lighthouse, which going through the water, it chills my bones.
We'll happily await this Duraz's arrival. I have a vested interest in making sure this, as a ship owner myself, I have a vested interest in seeing that this is put to right, so I'll wait.
It's later in the afternoon. You may have to wait a while, but you're able to get some wood. They bring some wood out. They bring you some food, some hot, cooked food. A fire is built and you're sitting on the sand closer to the city, but you can see the sea still aggressive even as it starts to recede. Eventually Doraz comes out to you. Gentlemen, I am so sorry you've been made to wait. What seems to be the cause of your distress? I've heard something about artifacts, sea monsters, and so forth, but despite how Limo puts it, I like to hear things fresh, first hand. So, please, lay it in front of me.
What does Duraz look like?
So he has, as you look at him, he looks human, but there's a colour to his skin. You'd say almost like a greyish tint. Part of you think he's got slightly elven features, but he doesn't have pointed ears or anything like that. That is just some feeling on you of mixed race, and the greyish skin. It's not fully grey. It's still pink. There's a feeling of that. It's quite well presented, although he doesn't look like he does know work. In fact, he looks like he's been running around like crazy.
We're sorry to pull you away from your important duties to ours. I understand you are in charge here.
I'm merely keeping things running safely for now. Please, tell me your story.
We heard the rumours about ships being attacked or forced off their normal navigational routes.
Mm-hmm.
We decided to go on an adventure and check things out, just to see what was happening. Investigations led us to head towards the lighthouse, where we found Lucian. Before we found Lucian, however, we were attacked on the beach on the way by these creatures formed from the water itself.
Truly creatures, not just an aggressive tide?
These were creatures which were trying to not only suck us in, but also hit us with what looked like limbs to me. Certainly gaps opened up as they tried to swallow us, let's say, not like a wave.
And you all saw this, you can all confirm it.
We can.
Lucian was not with us at that point. We only came across Lucian himself when we managed to get our way to the lighthouse.
Although Lucian himself can attest, as we tried to leave, another one of those watery creatures came forth to threaten us, so it did. Allah be blessed, she held it at bay.
When we got to the lighthouse, we came across these lobster-type creatures. They were men which seemingly got stranded underneath the lighthouse or near the lighthouse. They made a pact with some being named Varu.
As you're talking, you become aware of another group approaching, coming round from the direction you've come. It's a cluster of about 5 men. And one of them approaches Tiefling. Goraz. Doraz, I'm sure you're not attempting to handle council business by yourself, are you? I heard a rumour that you've got some people waiting here, and I thought I should get a second idea of what's going on. Just make sure it's all fairly reported to the council. It will be fairly reported to the council, Goraz, as well, you know. Well, I mean, there's words and there's what's happened, isn't there? And it can't hurt to have another set of ears. Met these chaps earlier. How are you doing? Where's that lovely brute of yours?
He has unfortunately left for Gar.
No. That's terrible news. Terrible. What happened to him? Please, Graz, we were in the middle of going through the story. Well, I'm just showing that my heart goes out for losing such a valuable member of our community. Allow the man to tell me what happened to poor Crash.
Take a seat and I will continue the tale.
I'm more comfortable standing if you
Of course.
don't mind. My particular put-together mates finding a comfortable seat somewhat challenging.
Of course. When we got to the lighthouse, as I say, these lobster-type people were there. 2 or 3 of them, I believe. The one tried to run towards some back stairs. The other 2 tried to fend us off, but with Koresh and Bria and the 2 others.
Which one was Bria?
Bria was the one which talks about the circle of life.
The strange one who kept trying to give his money away to anyone who'd take it.
Oh, that rings a bell. Really, Crash is the one that sticks in my mind the most.
Bria also remains with whatever is down there.
Again, a tragedy. That man was stimulating the economy. Business needs that right now.
Of course it does. We managed to fend the 3 off. We found Lucian. He explained what had happened with the ship getting stuck.
Oh, there was a wreck down there. The something Cutlass, she was called.
That will be the Golden Cutlass.
Her wreck is just in the cave beneath the lighthouse.
What
She
do you
was
know?
missing and overdue.
What do you know of their crew?
I don't know about the crew, but they were in from the mainland bringing fresh supplies.
Well, we know where it is. I would not like to go out there without a lot of help until
afraid-
we've sorted the situation.
We saw some survivors on the ship still. I saw at least one child, but I believe the majority of the crew were taken inside by those lobster creatures, and I fear they may be no more.
Well, at the very least, lobster creatures will know we need to get on and get that cargo and the boy. I think this is something you should leave to me. I've got a bunch of people that will be all too happy to help out on this situation. We can get that ship and get the goods out. Not a problem. I'll make sure it's returned to the southern docks, where you can fairly distribute it to Doraz.
The lobster folk have an artifact which can control the sea.
An artifact.
An artifact that rightfully belongs to the lighthouse keeper and his family, Lucian here.
Yes.
He's been controlling these waters for some time, haven't you, Lucian?
I have been, for the benefit of everybody, even during Mothel's occupation. Is that right? And you've been using this to help everybody? Yes? Well, I think that makes you my new 7th favourite person this year. We must talk more after this. Have some money diverted to make sure this lighthouse is properly rebuilt and you get the appropriate defences for such a valuable artifact. Particularly, Doraz, if it protects our economy. I would prefer, Goraz, if you kept your business to your side of town. I'm handling this. Well, I'm just saying you don't control all of the docks. And there's a lot of people, a lot of businesses who need our help. And they're going to get our help. Yes, our help. And they'll be grateful for it. I can't tell you how grateful I am to you people for going in there and risking your lives. The tragic loss of Bria and Kresh. Valuable people be sorely missed by this town. What about their bodies?
We did manage to burn them.
Well, that's good.
Koresh being the half-orc he was, I believe it is their way.
So much potential. What a waste.
We would like to go back and try and sort out the situation there.
Well, of course, there is due to be a council meeting, and I'll go and report this. Yes, we will. I'll go and report this to the council, and now I've got a second version of events. I've got all your names. Are you staying in town?
I'll be staying in town. I shan't be leaving until this issue with the lighthouse is resolved. I have a ship myself that I want to bring to harbour, and I can't do it with some damn lobster creatures tipping ships over left, right and centre. Any team you send out there, I'll be there to help.
speak to the council and we'll get a team assembled to go in there and deal with the situation. What an excellent idea. No one else could have thought of that, Duraz. I look forward to the council meeting tonight. Yes, we'll call it an emergency council meeting. Good. I don't think it's a matter for the morning. Thank you again.
If you wish to have his presence, I'm sure we
I
would be
think-
more than welcome, more than willing to go.
If you attend the halls this evening, I think it would be excellent if we need to back up any testimony that Duraz gives. I will report it exactly as I heard. Well, it can't hurt to have people who actually saw it. No, it can't. And of course, you are welcome to attend the meeting and make sure everybody's informed.
I'll be there.
Excellent. Again, the town thanks you.
So slimy.
Or kind of likes it.
Let's get you folks safe and back up into town. Can we pop through the barrier and head up the south gate? That has not been agreed yet. Oh, sorry, of course, I forgot. Don't worry, my men and I will make sure you get up to the main part of town safely. Duraz, see you this evening.
I hold my hand out to shake Duraz's hand.
He takes it and shakes it.
So, I wish it was better circumstances that we met.
Well, it is a difficult situation for everybody. We can only do our best to make sure everybody is kept safe and there's no further chaos in town.
Sorry that we had to bring such dark news.
You did the right thing, bringing it forward to make sure we can deal with it as quickly as possible. We'll talk to the council tonight.
We should see you there.
And he moves away from the wall on his side.
Start following Goraz.
I guess we keep following Garaz into town.
And with that, we'll wrap it up for tonight. Sorry, guys.
It's alright, it happens. Although I have realised that Bria, although it was very brief, may have been an expert in quantitative eating.
Technically, I killed myself.
Give you guys some XP.
That's okay. Crash might have a twin brother somewhere.
Crush.
yeah.
The one, he's really water-based. Call him, he's Blue Crush.
Yeah. That's brilliant, actually.
Good news is you get extra XP because it's only divided.
The split isn't as big, is it?
That's right, and then divided by the three of you. So it should be good. Well, you didn't kill a lot though. But
That's
you do get
because
some
we had
store.
those crappy
It's
dice
gone down
rolls.
from 7
That was
to 3.
freaking crappy dice roll.
That's pretty
man.
good. So
How many times can I roll one?
Every single one of us was cursed with crappy rolls until after the combat, actually, when you started rolling nice and high and you're
When it
religious.
was like, I got my 20s out of the way, early doors, no worries.
That's it,
Most of the stuff I was doing against them was just the additive effect that I had, not actually attacking them.
To be fair, I think my problem was that I screwed up the order of things that I could do in combat, and I paid the price.
It really didn't help that I went in there with literally no spell slots.
400 each for you guys.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah, it really made a difference not having the 2 extra people.
Yeah, it made a difference. Well, I mean, you know my policy. What's there is what's there.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it was really unfortunate for your party that you had the shark thing triggered at the same time as they became aware of your presence.
That's my fault, sorry guys.
No,
it's what happened.
Did exactly what you would
Yeah, you
do.
just wanted to go child snatching, it's fine.
It was
Gotta get them young.
it was a prolonged fight, and it was really difficult on you guys. So yeah, there we go.
Just trying to
I think if you'd been
everything.
fresh, might have done it differently, but never works out that way, is it?
Yeah, you
Make
guys.
do with what you've got.
You guys took a good pounding with the elementals and everything before, so you not that it damaged you massively, but you used up some of your abilities, particularly for like really low level characters. Yeah.
Can it be said that we get a long rest now?